One sec, I'm tangled. Ah! Yes, I have right here every single delinquent search history. You're welcome. I'm back. You think I would do someone else, like, I'd be like, everyone who's not a delinquent, I'm about to do toxic 33. That's the real big brain move right there, guys. I'll be like, yeah, this is what they get. How are we all going since yesterday? Look at me, I'm back on a Monday, see? I'm trying to get back into my good habits. Would be a legendary move. Exactly. We just go like, yes. This is how. They're like, all streamers are just greedy. I was like, yes. Now, if you don't follow me, I'm gonna give everyone your Googles. Hey Yuzuki, hey Super, hey Divis, how are we going today? Hey Dank, hey Emerald, hey Puppy, hey Slap, how are we going? So yeah, we're back on a Monday, and usually Monday for me, it's Sunday for some of you. So, and usually that means case days, or we're doing something else, and we're gonna go over some of the stories and cases I have put together. Like, you had a little look at some of them yesterday, to talk about them. And then we'll probably either play a game or...
Roxas 1373 just subscribed. Upgrading their cell. 42 month of being abused, and here money for your greed.
Here's money for your greed. I am naturally greedy, just not for money. It's your time I'm suckling away. Please tell me you hate that as much as I do.
Django 274 just subscribed. Upgrading their cell. Am I here in time to be called worthless?
Yes, you are worthless. Wait, you didn't redeem that. Scammed. I was scammed. I was scammed. Yes. Hey, Marco. Hey, welcome in. Okay. There we go, you worthless. Worthless. How many minutes late? 9 minutes late. What is this? Worthless. Can't even tell. Well, I can't even tell the time I was late. But we're both worthless, I guess. Worthless. I can't even speak, guys. Worthless. The worthless. It's too damn hot. Are you in Oz? It's hot here too. Time to write my follows. Okay, did you send me a link to the website? Because I can give it a try before we go into the stories. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna recognize most people. So I don't know if I got what it takes to like roast someone for who they follow.
Loopwin just subscribed. Upgrading their cell. He I Sasi Barker happy 16 months.
Yeah, then you know I just turned on the aircon because it's around midday here, so I'm just like, the sweats are starting to come out, you know. I can feel it on my temple. Because I'm upstairs, so it's all sun. It's sunny as all hell up here. So sometimes I have to wear sunscreen because up here, because I'm just like, the sun's directly on me. Yeah, you guys and your witchcraft of daylight saving. Burn the witch. They think time changes. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing today. I can have a roast of who you follow. We can give it a go, but I just don't, based on this, like, that's based on that funny story we were going over yesterday, how they roasted someone for their follows for some reason. But the thing is, I am not the most aware of people, so I'm not sure, but so I'm leaving it also up to chat to help me roast people, because I don't know who some people are. Like, I am not the most aware streamer, but I'm interested to see who I am. Yeah, a denim chick that everyone was. I'm gonna cut that up for a video today, hopefully if we have enough time, because we're streaming today until my phone goes flat, because I didn't realize it's only on 25%. Girl problems. Man, I didn't know until I hanged out with chat, like, it's like a stereotype that women let their phones go flat, and I'm like, I do that, but I'm curious why. Like, why is it that women tend to let their phones go flat, but men don't? It's time for the news. It's almost time for the news. I think I got a... That's full screen react. Where's my normal screen react? Somewhere. Okay, I found it. Because they're always on the phone. I do use the phone for stuff, but usually it's plain little app games. Or scrolling. True. I guess scrolling. Let's Roxas. You follow Bus. Roasted. He's a noble. From raiding in yesterday. Oh, wait a minute. This one seems familiar. No. Why would you follow the chick who literally said gay people shouldn't exist? That's the chick who got... She's the one who got banned from Twitter. Yeah, and she said gay people shouldn't exist. And, yes, she's been banned off Twitter like 4 times. She was in that VTARD. She was the one who, like, and then she said, it's okay if you're a Nazi as long as you don't do it to me. To that guy who was pretending to be a chick who was an actual Nazi. Yeah, that's like the one person I'd roast you for. This is her. She's been banned off. She said gay people shouldn't exist. It's wrong to be gay. She says to be a Christian, but she like attacks people constantly. That's why she got roasted so bad, because she got like, she says she's a Christian, but she literally calls people dumb sluts, and she like attacks everyone. It's really weird. Oh. I was like, I thought you weren't on Twitter, so I was curious how you knew who she was, because I was surprised to see her there. But yeah, that was like, that's one of the one people I would judge someone for following, because she did get destroyed, like... But yeah, exactly. I unfollowed. No. That's the thing. I know Roxas isn't on Twitter much, so that's why I was like, wait, actually, how did you meet her? Because you wouldn't know a lot of their stuff if you weren't on other social medias. That's why I honestly don't roast people that hard for Twitch following, because as I said, I don't know who I follow. So how the fuck would people know? And like some things you just don't know. Like so many times I've watched YouTubers and thought they were really cool and really awesome, and then you go to their Twitter or something and they're saying the craziest shit. like and you're like, bro, you seem so chill on YouTube, and then on Twitter they're just like, death to the unbelievable. You're like, what? Crash outs like Randy. Wait, Pitchford, what did he do? Okay, I don't know. That looks familiar, but I don't know who she is off the top. I think I see her Twitter post sometimes. Like, I recognize a bit of some profile pics. She also looks familiar, but I can't say from what. She's a Glitch Stars member, right? Majo? Or am I crazy? Pippa! I know Pippa! Mr. Big Boss. That's the chick who's, in Under the Sea, I think. Is she the one who's with, Under the Tea? They're always in drama? I know Yuna. I don't know that. I think I've seen her on Twitter. Oh, that is so cute. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. That's so cute. I love it. Okay, so that is her. Is this Glitch Stars? I know my Glitch Stars. Oh yeah, that one. So only a 10% roast. I don't care that much to roast hard. Side scroller, someone would roast him for that. Donut operator, I remember you mentioning them. Oh, Mythos talent, we got a diagnosis. She's a cutie. That looks familiar too, but I'm not sure why. Mari's Face Connect. I do Mari before they were... I do Mari stuff before Face Connect. Same with Cleo. I watched Cleo before she was in Face Connect too. Suki. She seems familiar, but I know a couple Sukis, so that's hard. Shy Lily, yep, Powder. I knew Powder, watching Powder from her VR chat days, but yeah, she gets into a lot of beef now, so I don't really watch her anymore. Too much beef, not enough sauce. Too much beef. You're blocking the right side of the following thing. I'll bring it up if it's important. I'm the important part of this stream. Bitch. Not you. Bitch. Do you want to get arrested? Because that's how you get arrested. Man, I really love the word bitch lately. Okay, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in, new followers. Okay. I don't recognize them. Kami, I think I recognize from Twitter. I think I've seen them somewhere. Loom Yu-Gi-Oh! Sunny Explosion from also Glitch Stars. Nova from Glitch Stars. Banana Juju. Okay, maybe I should do a roasting your follows before we do this. Roasting follows first. Because I've gotten distracted. Now I'm curious. Roasting your followers. There we go. Are you happy? We're roasting your followers. Then we're Officer Erendel's on the case. There we go. Then let me get rid of my mullet though. But I can feel this coming on. Okay, you guys can move now. Psych. Yeah. What are we doing? We're roasting some of Roxas's follows, and if you want, I'll have a look at yours and roast some of yours, but I do not guarantee who. I know who they are, so chat will help. Wrist cuffs? Why wrist cuffs and not handcuffs? Yeah, sure, Lupin, I can do yours next. I don't recognize them. I know I recognize Leaflet. Mama is also always in trouble. They're always getting into drama, but they are a drama channel. They the last thing I remember about them, they got in trouble for like a hit piece on Rima Avenstar or something. Which I did watch through, and it was a bit of a stretch, honestly. It was quite a stretch for me, so I didn't really pay attention. I was like, this feels like a Kitsuniro. That Roxas things I always fight with. If we disagree, we must, that I'm fighting. But we do disagree sometimes, but I think Kitsu's nice. Napnin, he's the Napnin's Dead by Daylight streamer. He was in that, he got the one that got, like, bullied by some Dead by Daylight girls. They were assholes. Alicia's fine, too. She has gotten in a lot of trouble lately, especially for the Takahata situation. But, like, I'm just commenting on things I know, not really roasting, I feel, because these are things I know about them. That's about it. This is how I know these people, and that's it. Ugu Bear, I see her on Twitter and TikTok. She's cute as fuck. I don't know who Killosaur is. See? Me. What? Who, where? Bear? Ugu Bear, so cute. I don't recognize some of them. There's Smugalana and there's Cleo. You know what I'm seeing? A lot of VTubers. And you know what that means? Gooder. You know what this means? Roxas is a gooder. Yeah, but I don't know who that is. Oh, I know Tiffany. There we go. I didn't recognize Tiffany straight away. Yeah, Killosaur VT. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Am I supposed to? I said I would do Lupin next. Lupin. So I'll do his next. But yeah, the Death Bloom drama you cover. Oh yes, thank you. Death Bloom drama, Killer Saw was involved in that. You're right. See, brain no remember, but chat always remembers. Radioactive, she was also in that the bunny that bunny stuff with and somehow connected back to Takahata. So everything is incestuous on the internet, guys. Never forget. Never forget. Dima, the Duchess. I know her from Twitter and some other things. I've seen her around. I think I've seen Husher on Twitter too. Mitchie. I've met Mitchie through Yu-Gi-Oh! And I like see her stuff on Twitter. Inksy, I saw her stuff. Mitchie from the now dead Rip for Shoujo. Yeah, I don't have an autistic enough brain. I only have an ADHD. Okay, Kirsch. Okay, an ex-Glitchstar member, Maui. Who, then Baka. We got Baka here. Yuri Riri, I think, is a manager for Glitchstars, if I remember now. Alaria. See, other than, Makan. I know Makan. Isn't that the lady version of the news tuber? Lay Dave TVS. You know what I see in here, by the way? Not just Gooner. You know, as in, if we're calling VTubers Gooner, majority women. So you know what that means? You're a mega Gooner. Roxas is a mega Gooner. He mainly follows women. Yeah. Lani. VTubers and majority women. A straight one. I know, a straight Gooner. The Megalodon. Goons. Mira. I'm roasting him hard because he's supposed to be a good Christian boy. This is not a good Christian boy. This is not the list of a good Christian boy. The Dedge. That's Roxas right now, guys. Iron Mouse. What do you mean, look at the other? What, you want me to stop roasting you? But I am. Oh, Mirabelle. We're at Mirabelle. Okay. I think we've roasted enough of Roxas because I think we're going to get more of the VTuber saying there's nothing wrong with liking VTubers, guys, and there's nothing wrong with liking women. But I expect to be cut out of context. Oh, you follow someone else. How am I going to find them among all this stuff? Oh, Asagi. Oh my god. Did you see the stuff that Asagi's graduated? Ami? She's actually stopped streaming. There's Olna. There's Luca. Yes, it came out of nowhere. I guess she stopped streaming for a while, and then came out of nowhere. Maple Army. There we go, Rosie. Yes. You're in here. Yeah, she graduated. I saw it on Twitter. I don't know if it's fully done, but yeah, she's graduating. Kira. She's moving on. Maple, yeah. You can tell when I met everyone. I followed them all around the same time. Miwa should be in around here, I feel like a bit. Hasher, Puffle. You can see my Yu-Gi-Oh era. Oh my god, you followed these around the same time as me. This is all around the same era. I followed them, Roxas. I'm like seeing these and they're all around the same era as me. Because I followed that. It's like, I'm like, yeah, this is all around the same time I met these people. Yep, Miwa, Ren, all these. I met Jade first too, which I think you did too. Yeah. Same. Oh, see, proof you followed me first, bitch. I was number one. Yeah, we're doing a Twitch follows because of that story on Rem that's gonna come out today. So let me get Lupins. I'll do Lupins. Okay, I expected more because honestly, my account is so ancient. So I'm gonna do Lupin's first because he did his first. Are you ready? Well, I'm not gonna do all of them. I just accidentally did all of them. Okay, I see a lot of good. I see a lot of VTubers. Okay, I see a lot of indies though that I don't fully recognize. Good job. Oh, we got a boy doing better than Roxanne. We got some ladies. Oh, we got a robotics. Okay, a robo. Oh, that's cute. That looks familiar though, but I can't say why. I'm actually seeing a lot I don't recognize. That meaning you're not in the mainstream. It's hard. It's hard to not be in the mainstream of VTubing. Booba. Sorry. Baby llama. That's cute, PFP. I would have to say the follow list is pretty well balanced. Like, between male, female, VTuber, and non-VTuber. Like, oh, Rosie Doodle, I know them. I recognize them. Like, there's actually a lot of balance. Oh, also, he's the guy. Yeah, Comrade, he's the guy. He's the one guy in the list. Maybe I just recognize the profile pic of this person. They're your token white guy. Tell at the beginning I tried to keep my balance. You had no balance. It was you mean balance of all girls and all VTubers? Is that your balance, Roxas? Merryweather. I didn't actually see Mary on your list. I must be blind because I know you follow him. I'm pretty sure. Phoenix. I know Phoenix from in here. Bow. Valkyrie. Maple Chicken. We need to get them and Maple together. Maple Chicken and Maple. Hey. Yep, oh Mark, I'll do yours next. No, this is a website Roxas found. Twitch Tools? You can use Twitch Tools to look up anyone's follow list. Mori, Kolopa, good taste. Cha-cha. Well, okay, I keep drifting and covering the right. Stop drifting. Bad, Dell. No more Tokyo drift. Okay. Which I didn't know that either until it was pointed out to me that you can, like, check everyone's technically. Jade, they follow Jade. Vidal, nice. See, that's the problem, like, though I deny it heavily, I find it very hard to pick out, like, when you see a big line of, like, pictures and text, trying to focus on one thing is very difficult for me. And so I miss quite a lot. Yes, call me ADHD brain all you want, but it's one of my greatest weaknesses. We got Fillion, Mitchie, Fillion. Funny enough, Fillion gets in a lot of shit, but it doesn't stick. They're, like, unstickable, like, with drama, funny enough. Respect, with respect, you know, on that. But I think it's because they mainly stay out of it unless it's really important, like, with their model. Which proves to a point that if you stay out of any drama, you won't be hurt by it most of the time. If you just ignore it, it will go away. Funny enough, I'm giving terrible advice, but it is true. It's like if you ignore something hard enough, it'll go away. Chumba. I know her. I've seen some of her stuff on Twitter. I should check her to see if I follow her to make sure. Chiyu VTuber Dem, I see around everywhere stuff. Same with Porcelain Maid. I've never heard of Lydia Violet. Buff Pup, Leon Lee, which is Amelie. I've seen Mooney stuff around Zentra, obviously our ex for Shoujo Rip. Shay Lily, Chibi Doki. Judged. No, I'm kidding. Fumi. We got more men on the list. Okay, I'd say it's well balanced. It's a well balanced list. Hey Ragoos! Yeah, I'm roasting everyone's follows list. Okay. It's well balanced. It's like a good amount of VTubers, a good amount of like normal people. Like you're not too gooned up, I would say. Like what I would say is actually, if we're talking about a real goon alert, is when it's all titty streamers and all goon tubers. That's the only time. But in the end, what matters is, do you care if you're a gooner or not? It's like, who cares? It's okay to goon, my brothers. It's okay to goon. Yeah, I'm calling you a misogynist. No, I'm calling you a gooner. I'm not calling you a misogynist. Hey, okay. That's a question for the universe. Can you be a misogynist while, like, Well, obviously the answer is yes. I don't think finding women attractive or watching women primarily means you're not a misogynist. That doesn't make any sense. See, majority of men find women attractive. You can find women attractive and still be a misogynist. See, but you cannot be a true king of misogyny. Truly, only a gay man can achieve the ascendance of true misogyny, because he's not attractive to women and he can hate women, meaning he is the embodiment of true misogyny. He is the king of it. So unless you're gay, you can't truly ascend. How did how did it ascend? Roxa said I couldn't say he was a misogynist. I'd like to see you stop me. So you're safe. It's like, as long as you're straight, at least you're 50% like women. Volist. Yeah, so far the most ballots. Okay. We're on Omak, okay? I know Makora. I see some of her React stuff. I know Amako likes React tubers. Static Tokyo, that's a good one. Dream. I know nothing about Dream except his face reveal, and he got in some drama for something, I don't know. Ooh, Biko. I know her from Twitter. You have revealed something about yourself with this. No comment. But if you know, you know. Oh no, he likes the goon. Mark likes the goon. Start sweating, boy. Pretty sure Dream cheated in Minecraft or something. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. He has revealed his nighttime reveal routine with this one, because Ibako is actually a proper like creator for Fansly. Time to go. So that's has a revealed. So it's not me saying, oh no, VTubers are Guna. That is literally part of their persona, so it's fine. Oh, Ponko. Okay, you're beast again. I love Loopy. Okay. Ellie, the last thing I heard about Ellie, I hadn't watched her. She did some weird collab with Kick, with some shady gambling website, and everyone thought she was hacked. That was the last thing I remember seeing of hers. Aqua, another React tuber. I shouldn't learn more, because all I remember is watching their React stuff, and I should learn more about them, because I could be accidentally like labeling them something that is not really them, but that's what I know them from. Papa Mutt, he's a nice guy on Twitter, but I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to dub you a furry now. Oh no, guys, he's a furry. Back it up. Doxed. He dreamed had just proven that. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you. I don't keep up enough with that. I see Pia around on Twitter sometimes. Mari again. Mari. It's just very cutie. Oh my god. Cottontail, yes, Cottontail. Another pretty bunny girl. We got Niner, Squee-chan, Cha-Cha. Okay, so I feel like he goes to very different ends of this. Like, there's guys, there's goon, actual Fansly accounts, whatever. That's what I put as actual proper goon, not just VTuber. Like, but again, nothing wrong with doing some goon. We all got a goon sometimes. But there's like wholesome, there's like unhinged, there is gooner, there is guys, there is live action. Like, there is a high variety of people on here. Rin Penrose, the least like sexual person you've ever met. Kenji. So I'd say like there's high variety like of types of people. Tobis, I know Tobis. Pirate Software. Judged. Okay, I've never watched anything. I just know all that drama he got into. Hey, it's another Mythos member. Software. I know, it's Pirate Software. Everybody run. Pippa. Nice. Feifei. Also, Feifei's hilarious though. And Luca, of course. Gekuk. I like that he changed his name to Gart, because I could never say Gekuk. Doki! Oh no. That's not who I think it is. Kirsch. The Russian Badger. We gotta kill him. Are you surprised I don't follow Azabeth? I don't know. Seeing you only watch women, I'm not surprised that you don't follow Azabeth. You got him. Wait. Rima! There we go, Rima. Shy Lily. That looks familiar. Falside. Saphira. Fallen Shadow. I recognize those ones. Lana, who's a sweetie. What? We got Asmo. Nina Banana. They graduated, I think, recently, didn't they? And people were expecting them to come back as a Phase Connect member, but I guess the new round hasn't came. But who knows? I saw that going around. That's about it. But I was AFK. A Leaflet Watcher, too. Alian Lee. Another Megalodon. Porcelain Maid. Oh, a Kuro, too. That's the first Kuro I've seen in a little bit. Lucy. I've seen Lucy around. Same with Giga, Smagalana. Yep. Mother. Oh, Mother. Okay, nice. Jimmy here. See, just like the jump in different kind of people, it's crazy. Like, oh, we got Rosie, Victoria, nice. Marie, I know her art. I see it around, her stuff and posts around quite a lot. So I would say, like, you have a varied taste. That is my comment. Mary, Alaria, Apricot, Kitsu. Is it Goon? Is it not Goon? Yes. 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 If there's a question, it's a yes. There we go. Who else wants theirs roasted? Bow, yep. Before we do anything else, do me, please. Phrasing. Okay, let's grab that cheesecakey 99. Let's do it. Luca. First one recognized. She haunts me everywhere I go. But it's boring. Oh, this is Twitch. This is Twitch follows. Not Twitter follows. Yeah. Takahata 101. Chonky Lotus. I'm pretty sure I remember them. I've seen some of their clips and stuff come across my feed. Miss Layla VT. I feel like it's hard to go around without seeing Miss Layla. She's everywhere. Contail. Oh, a Jaden animation fan. We go on a Jaden. Hey, 88 Studio. Thanks for the follow. Stream Elements. Well, Sweet Melody. Do I recognize? I do recognize this. Oh no, another pup map. Oh, Leafeon's VR chat. She's a VR chat streamer. I think I met her once on VR chat back when I used to do VR chat stuff, and that's my main knowledge of her. Other than I see some TikTok shorts every now and then. 3 furries in a row. I didn't even clock that. Okay, guys. He might be a fur. I'm sorry, homie. You might be a furry. Milky! She's a sweetheart. Where am I? Wait. Oh, yeah. There's me! Oh, yeah.
Are you okay? No!
I'm gonna follow Chumba before I forget. That's right. That's what I was doing. I wanted to make sure I follow Chumba. I don't follow Little Chunky, but I know I've seen her stuff around, so I will. So I remember. For raids and stuff. I thought I followed Leafeon. But yeah, I remember her stuff from her VR chat days. Oh, well, she's still in VR chat, but when I was actually, paying attention to VR chat. Look, I follow Milky for one reason. Take a guess. I wonder. It's her sweet personality, isn't it? Honey Cube, their art is adorable. Expensive, but worth it if you can afford it. But there's a reason it's expensive. It's good. But I guess it's perspective, right? On price. Shy Lily, Ellie again, Mochibidoki. I think so far we had the W, the furry Guna. Project Melody. Vikman Gagara, he's on here. Homie, what this? Homie, what this? She has 738 followers. Did you have to go out of your way? She has no videos. How'd you find this person? Damn, I was hoping for a clip to be able to call you a gooner. Ah, sad. Boy, it's time to goon. It's time to goon. At least you know the assignment, guys. I appreciate you sticking to the task. Yeah, it's too... Okay, I will let it go too, because it's too quick to the start, so... Who knows? Who knows? So, because I feel like sometimes the ones you follow first are the ones you knew about, like, the most. Okay. Oh, shit. But I roast you the furry good. Oh, no! The tab closed. Fuck my life. That is my deduction on this. Wait. My browser's not opening. There we go. I fixed it. You were the female VTuber Guna. You were the man that follows only women. Wait, not cheesecakey. I grabbed the wrong one. Crap it. Because we just did cheesecakey. Hey Julian, oh yeah, Chumba, the first VTuber that I followed. Ah, I was gonna roast Ragoose. That's right. Because he says, I'm unroastable. Okay, why is it not picking up the new one? It's like, doesn't want me to roast Ragoose right now. Urgh. Damn it. So my VR chat friends. Ah, okay. That makes sense. I played VR chats, so I know what you mean. Yeah, Crash, I'll do yours next. After, Ragoose gets roasted a little bit, seeing he said he was unroastable. Yeah, or like copy paste is your name. Minnie! Wait, is this actually the date you followed? You followed Minnie in June. I can roast you. I didn't realize. Legends of Adventurous, nice. That was yesterday. You followed that yesterday. Bebop YouTube, a man on my VTuber watcher? Who let men in here? Oh, anime watcher. Okay, that's fair. You escape. So loud. Oh my fucking god, my ears. You escape this time. Do I recognize these VTubers? Puppet looks kind of familiar. Lucy, I recognize. Honey. Wait, why is this Luca Lullaby VT, but it's not Luca? You've been lol Tyler 1. Is that like a fake account Luca was using for something? What the hell is this? I need contacts, Argus. Don't worry about it. Why do I worry more? Asagi cry again. Sansali. Hasher. We got Hasher here. Maple Ulner. Kira. Name me. You followed me in 2023. To be fair, yeah, this looks isn't super long, but yeah. Now you're stuck here forever. Ashy. Oh, yeah, I guess this shows who you met. Oh, so you actually met Miwa, then Luca. I would not have guessed that, because you're always talking to Luca. Cosmo. Oh, my... Grand Teacher Onozuka. Profile pic. I don't know what it is, but I know who that is. That's it. It's like normal until you went down an anime girl path. That was your life. It's like dudes. Then you found the anime girls and your life became complete. And this is where the anime girls take over. I dub Ragoose anime girl takeover. There we go. Oh, they're your in real life friends, okay. Streams. Through Miwa. Ah! So... yeah, that's why... definitely anyone who asks, do not take it to heart any of the roasting, because I am very aware that most people don't remember half the people they follow in 2018. Now, that's old school VTubing right there. True! I didn't even clock that. Because you follow 9 as... yeah, in 2018. True! I should be using the dates more for the roasting. Her old rap dubs. Okay, Crash. We're moving on to Crash. They followed me this month. Pog. Biased, but great taste. I see a lot of anime women. Milky, which is based. Mashi, again, I think I know her. I've seen her stuff on Twitter. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the English I'm trying to speak. Karuma, also Twitter. I remember there was a video done on her, and I took it down for her because it was like a complicated situation. That was my only little thing with her. She's a very sweet, like, young. I will say lady because I don't know her age. That's what I find very like hard to think about with VTubers. You want to say lady, young lady, ma'am. Like, you don't know someone's age, so lady feels like if they're really young, you could be accidentally calling them old or something. But she's a very sweet gal. Okay, there we go. I got there. Sweet hag. Shut the fuck. What do you mean a hag? You can't just call someone a hag. You must be invited to it. Say Spite. There's Spite. The one of the great things to come from like the drama there, that Spite got a lot of recognition for their like hard work. So that's good. Stim, Mariumi, Chikiwi, Eros. I've seen Eros' stuff around. Rosie, React Brethren, High Five, Cha-Cha, Hinya, again, Megalodon, Kitsu, Necro, Cottontail. Whoa, this is actually really short. Is this a new account? No, it's from 2024 you made it. Well, I guess for some people, but like, you've had it for a while. Do you just not usually follow people, or did you just only start like using Twitch? Hag. Why I call you that? Because we have a dysfunctional relationship. That's the answer. I have a dysfunctional relationship with my chat. That's why. But I do warn chat. Like, I wouldn't just go around calling just anyone a hag or insulting them, because you don't know. You don't know how people treat their relationship with their chat. That's why I always warn Roxas, just because we bully each other. Don't go into other chats like that, because I don't want to accidentally get him in trouble. Okay, SJ, let's go into it. We got Sunny Explosion. I do recognize Vex from somewhere, not sure. We got Hollow Tempest, Chunky Lotus. We saw her earlier. The evil list. Oh, us having a bullying back and forwards. I always say don't go into other people's chat like high on like going to bully them, because you have no idea how they take it. So always like go nicer. Oh wait, that was 88 Studio. They're the ones who do the emotes. I think they must have made an account here. So. That's good. I can be able to tag them in their emotes now. Pog. That was late. I didn't realize that's for ages. Is that Tiger? Yeah, it's Tiger. SJ likes femboys. Doxed. Buff Pub. And Buff Women. Doxed. Oh, Ellie. That's the engineer one. That's the drama dude I see around. We've done similar topics. I'm always amazed, and anytime I see his videos, I'm like for shamed with his upload speed. It's insane. Like I saw it. It was like he uploads 20 plus videos a week. I'm like, how the fuck? First time here. Welcome in, Tony. Tomboys and femboys. That's what we're naming his page, the Tomboys and Femboys. Yeah, he talks about VTubers primarily, I think. Welcome in. I know, it's crazy how fast he uploads. Like, I think I've found something really quick, and he almost always has a video out already. And I'm like, what the fuck? Queso based. Oh, that's the second Y-chan I've seen. I think I've seen a clip of her, but let's have a look. Too, so just make sure I know what it means. Sen. Giga Chibi Mekan, nice. Baka. Darling Straub. That's, Rev's wife. And I guess she's a follows Roxas. I guess they were retired ASMR now, so they do something with Jesus now. Fallen Shadow. Squee-chan. Tomu, I recognize Tomu. Dionysus, Mythos. Doki, Pippa. This is SJ, they follow you. It's funny I could pick out Roxas's though. Matara! I love Matara's like look. Even though bug VTubers usually freak me out, hers is just gorgeous. Lian Lee. Michi, Leaflet, Henna, Alicia, Aqua. Yep, there we go. Asman. Shy Lily, Isa, Kirch, me, Savvy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can kind of see where these come from, but like where like the circles you've seen these people from, because I probably also follow most of these people too, because you know where they come from. He follows Erundel. Davis, don't make me come over there. Don't make me come over there. Do you want me to come over there? Yeah. Wait, no, I forgot our name. No. I dubbed him something and now I've forgotten. Yeah, that's the thing. If one VTuber knows each other, then you meet them, you know what I mean? So I can see the kind of connections of how you got to these people. No. Your friend? Yes, Luca is my friend. And nothing more. Don't let her gaslight you. Are you going to look at the followers from your Discord or also here? I'm just asking, anyone who wants this follower list roasted, I'm like doing a couple. Because Roxas really wanted to see if I'd get cancelled, I guess. / make fun of him. I'm starting to get concerned he has a problem. I think so. Is that the one who stopped at GameStop? I didn't really keep track of all the gamer stuff going down. Because a few people left, but same with the Mythic Talent. A few people left Mythic Talent. But I don't know if that's like a directional change too. So I never really commented on it because I don't know enough about that stuff. I'm sorry if I'm blind, okay? Oh my god. Okay, I have seen a clip of this. This is the chick who wears an anime mask. Let's watch her top clip.
I am the alien worm. Oh wow, oh wow, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Oh, she has an AI voice too, I didn't know that.
Oh my god, what is coming over me? Oh my god, what is coming over me? What am I doing? Chat, what is this? Chat, what is this? Oh my god, chat, what is this? Okay. He is still rock hard. Chat. Chat, the archery is harder than before. Why is it even harder than before?
Okay, I don't know what I just watched, but okay. She doesn't always use the voice changer. There's something cursed about the anime face for me. I don't know why. I like the pigtails though. I always want to wear my hair like this, but it takes.
He's in hospice care at the moment.
I swear, there's always like a special like way to do it. Like, it's so cute, but I always feel like a jackass when I pull my hair up like that. I'm like, I just want to be adorable. I'm the only vocal person in the chat back, Chris, when there's other people who follow her here. Yeah, maybe they just don't care. That's the thing, you can follow people and not care, I guess. Weird time to get drunk to unremote. No. That's the thing. That is the only problem with the anime mask. Like a lot of people point in, it's for some people it has uncanny valley. You know, so it's like that with some scans and video games. It can not look right, if that makes sense. It was oh, she's a VTuber model now. Cool. That's the thing. I think it can be entertaining. Like, that's the thing. But I can understand some people, it like they just can't with the like for it. If I'm gonna dress as a VTuber model, I'd go full on baseball mascot with a big head and everything. Yeah, what's the big chipmunk from Japan that like goes all around Twitter? That's exactly what I'd be. Oh my god. Chitnan, yeah, Chitnan. Yeah, Chitnan's the best. Look at him go. He's feeling up that pole. Look at that miss. Okay, we'll look at my follows after this. Yeah, I feel I could do this. He snapped it in half. Someone help him, he can't get up. Oh, no one help, Chitin. Oh, nice. Pachaw. Man, a lot of work went into this. Ooh. I feel like that last one hurt a lot. Hey. Me when chat starts bullying me too much. Hey Dark Supersonic, welcome in. He gone, bye. This is Chitan. He's a Japanese mascot. He was viral all over Twitter. Okay, fine, we'll do mine, but I forgot. Well, let me grab the link again. Peek. Okay. Erundel. That makes sense. Yes, this is me because I just followed Leafeons and Chonky and Chumba because I weren't following them. Okay, this is my follow list because I'm nice. I'm gonna make myself look angry while I do this. And see if I remember everyone I followed. Axipom. I'm pretty sure these are from collabs I did. Gega. Wait. Yes. Davelia. Oh, that's someone I know. I think. I'm pretty sure. Someone I know from online. Not. So don't tell me what their feet are. I don't know. Vito Mochi. Yeah, I remember them. Karada was... I joined some Merryweather VR group thing they asked me to. And I realized how awkward I am with people I don't know anyone at. It was so awkward. And that's when I've decided to never go to anything alone ever again. Because I didn't know a single person there, and that's the person who helped organize it for Merryweather. And I was like, this is horribly awkward. Like, Leaflet, there we go. Noggin Movement. I'm pretty sure I met them on Twitter. Like, I found some of their stuff there. Hades for Mythos. Hades a Cutie. Static Tokyo. Vind Industries. I'm pretty sure I've watched a couple of his videos about weird Finnish stuff that's come across my feed for some reason. Or maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe it's a gaming video thing I watched. I can't remember. I think that's a problem. I follow people that I don't remember. J Radiant. He's I found his stuff through the Marvel Rivals tournament that went to shit, and he got bullied by his team or some shit. If I remember correctly. Something Twitch should not have made accessible. Well, that's the thing. This is not accessible through Twitch. You used to be able to see it whenever, and then they got rid of it. You have to use a special tool now. So you have to use a different website. Well, this is the thing. Like, when I first made a Twitch account, you could see everyone's follow list. They just got rid of it. Blaine Art. I know them through Rosie a bit. That's about it. I think I've met them like twice. Fido Bandito, from a collab. Sun Explosion. Nyx. Everyone knows Nyx here. Hermes from Mythos. I don't remember how I know. I follow Doki. Dionysus from Mythos. Oh, there's Killer Saw. There we go. Geku Matara. Kitsu. I don't remember. Emaru, there we go. I don't remember when I followed Emaru, but I do. Shika, I remember Shika. I found them on Twitter. I follow Glitch Stars. Kurumi. Hara, I remember them. I think that's an anime, like, commentator person. Oli is an editor who makes really cute stuff that I've done. I used to follow Underhill, but he's, like, retired now. I think he's, a different VTuber. Henya, Don Koala. He was a Koala VTuber I watched, but I saw something recently that I think he's a full femboy now. So he makes me look sus, bro. But I could be wrong. Man, I need to make a trailer. All these other people making me look bad. Nah, he doesn't make me look sus. This is fun. Where's the bass drop? You're killing me. Oh! That motherfucker. He didn't bass drop. Piece of shit. Okay, fuck. That's it. Unfollowed. No bass drop. I'm out here. I didn't come here to get cucked. Okay, let's do his top, no, a recent clip, because I want to see how bad it's like, see. Oh, well, these are his featured, so they should tell us about him, right? Yeah. Thanks for the follow, my dude.
Oh, not someone. Oh, shit.
He's got a gun, too.
I'm fine, guys. Totally fine, guys. Uh-oh. I'm still on fire, hello? Wait, so look at me how I get heals from my Zoshi. So again, I forgot. Did I just smack him? How do I heal? Oh, I'm getting heals, but I don't know how the heals work. Hold on, what am I doing? Get the tail! Get him!
I really want to get a gun like
Come
this.
on! I'm fine! No! Switch! Okay, I'm good. Oh, I'm not good. I thought it was good. I'm not good. What is it? Uh-oh. No! Ah! Oh, we both died. Oh, we all died in...
Okay. He's looking less sus here, but I swear he's susser on Twitter. He's susser on Twitter, guys. I swear to God. Okay, yeah. But yeah, I know him because he's an Australian koala. That's how we met. That's literally... Don Qual, drop bear mafia. Oh yeah, he should be my enemy actually, because he's in the mafia and I'm a cop. I'm trying to prove my point of his susness. There we go. You're welcome. It's mainly food. Damn it, Koala. Why aren't you sus when I'm trying to make a point here? That I wasn't unjust with saying he seemed... There we go. There's the sus. Corrupt. Hey, I just know the guy. We ain't corrupt together. I swear to God. I swear to God. Yeah, see? Just a little sus. I say I would very corrupt. You've seen worse. I've seen your follow list. I've seen your follow list, bitch. This could go on forever though. Tanuki, Ken, I remember their stuff. Anime dude, I don't remember. Leo, an anime dude. They're also very cute. See, I feel like I got a mixture of men, women, and other stuff. So I don't feel I'm a gooner, but don't look at that one though. Don't look, or this one, or that one. If you don't look at those ones, I'm fine. And Mirabelle again. And that's what's important. Radioactive, Akife, Alex Life Sends, Mikan Pippa. The thing is, I feel like, Mitchie, you can kind of see we're in 2023, so I should have Luca and Miwa in here somewhere coming up. But the problem is, I've had this account for a very long time. Look, 2022 going into it. Obey Katie Cat. Bus, there we go. There's Bus. Porcelain Maid, Maui, Marina before she got cancelled. See, I don't unfollow people on Twitch. I rarely do, so. Because you can see I followed her in 2020 before she got cancelled. There's Loom. Yats. Remember Yats? Milky, 2022. Cleo, I followed in 2022 before she was in FaZe Connect. I really liked her turn-based, like, strategy game stuff. Snuffy, Basil, Laya, Yuri, 2022. I heard people don't like Marina. What happened? She, like, went against some TOS and, like, went on stream completely butt naked. And then Twitch revoked the whole artists only can be use nudity. And people were, like, peeved about it. But she did some stuff with, like, I don't know, the Harry Potter crap, I think. Hero, that's Rose, Illumi, Tobes, Sayu, Olna, 2022. Okay, now we're getting into the ones you guys know. Zilchi Kong, Maple, Junk, False Side, Marie. I didn't know I followed Marie before them. I must have, like, rediscovered them because it was later on in the Runo. Hunting Cube. I actually originally found them on TikTok, funny enough. Twin Tails, Fian, Shy Lily, Monster VT, Juan. I don't remember if Juan's the one I'm thinking of that also graduated recently. Some VTuber I was watching got reported for nudity, yeah. Loophole, and it pretty much one of the few reasons people, like, what's the word? It got taken away and now artists still can't show nudity on stream, so it's a bit of a pain in the ass. Ashy, Baka, Rosie, Leah. There we go. In here. Mochi Mochi. Chibi. 2022. Okay, let's go further back. We got a little Kriobo, Sen. Okay, we're in Jade. I'm pretty sure Jade first. So Miwa should be in here somewhere, bro. Poffle, Minnie, Mary, Stevie, Fafa, Sea-Dog. So Iron Mouse. Yes, I did definitely follow Lina. Artist Bailey. Okay, we're definitely going to be going into a artist era, I think, in VR era in here. I don't know if that's who they were when I first followed them, but okay. Cameras, Riot Games, Bailey J is an artist, an old school YouTube artist. Fillion, I've already gone past Fillion. Flynn, I think, is retired too. TFM, Johnny, Kaiva, I think these people are all Uni VR, they're retired too. Oz Smiling, I think, has stopped VR. That was someone I knew from VR chat days. Like, we're getting into my VR chat days here and other crap. And artists, because I mainly follow like artists and VR chat streamers back in. See, it's all art. Oh, here we go. This is all we got. One of the first people were Lily Pichu I followed, and British Pac-Man. I think I unfollowed a couple people in here back in the day. No, but I still have them. That's someone I knew, like, there's Glowy, and here are some of the people I first met on Twitch. Lady Nirvana, 13s, yeah. Nicola was a kid who was learning to draw, I met. Yeah, I think he's in, like, far into studying now. That's it. It's not that embarrassing, I think. Lolathon. At least for bots or third-party apps, yeah. Next. Hey ho dog. Okay, quick. I'm gonna roast you quickly and then we're gonna go. That's the last one though. That's it. That's me. 2018. That's all I followed since 2018. And most of them I followed because I met them through streaming, so funny enough. That's what I say. It's very funny that I stream, but I wouldn't say I'm the most avid stream watcher. I watch way more YouTube videos. Why did it do it like that? I must have typed. There we go. It's my followers. Look, it's me. I was the last person they followed. Obviously, I just said thank you for it. Shiny Catherine, I think I recognize them. That's about it. So far. Anyone you recognize so far, guys? Furries. More furries. A raccoon. Oh, Poseidon from Mythos. There we go. I recognize her so far. I'm gonna dub. Oh, Noctopus, I recognize them. Furry. They're a furry. I don't need Entity anymore. I know what I'm seeing. What the? That's it. Though, Hello Kitty and Chainsaw Man based, so okay. We know. I'm not gonna go through people's like ones that they don't consent to do. I'm not gonna go through Rima's follow list without her asking to. They make good videos. That's fair, Omi. It's okay. It's okay to be a furry. No, we don't judge here, okay? It's okay to goon. It's okay to furry. What did you send me, bro? No. What is she going through right there?
She would get herself into with the VTuber space. She has no idea what the hell she unleashed attacking VTubers was saying she loves them. Holy shit, man. She loves VTubers. What a fucking liar. Such a liar.
No, I'm not a furry. I just have ears. It's...
Alana, nice. Time to goon. More gooning. Goon. Every goon. Bro, that bitch right there. Fucking whore. This one right here.
Oh my god. Okay, Wild Kitsu spotted. Yeah, it was a clip set, but okay. That's the last of the roast, okay, guys? You've all been roasted. Time to goon. Nothing but goon. Okay, okay. I need to get a drink, though. A doink. Oh, I would say, like, though, I do agree that she had no idea. Most people have no idea what they're unleashing when they comment on the VTubing community. I made a comment about it, how I was worried we were getting really toxic. Because every time anyone comments on the VTubing community, they get pitchforked, bro. Hey, without me knowing. That's the thing. I don't believe in realistically follow policing, because I'll make some jokes, but like most people don't know who they follow. Like that's pretty normal. Okay, let me get rid of this, and we're gonna set up. For stories, if I can remember everything we're supposed to be talking about. I'll go into my bookmarks. Back to the wonderful weird world of Gumball, the Basics fan episode. Not yet. I do have it on my watch list though. As one, yeah, it's too large. That's the thing. I would say it's mainly Twitter. You know, we're just VTuber like a loud part of it is just on Twitter, and that's I would say is the main problem area. But yeah. Like, if left-wing creator doesn't want those who follow the manosphere, they could... Yeah, I guess so. But the thing is, with that mindset, a lot of those, you know, Leaflet, Kitsu, Kirch and stuff, they all say they don't follow the manosphere or whatever. I guess, or, you know, idea, or whatever they put on. You know, air quotes, you know, they all claim to not do those things, so it's just like, it's like, where's the line? But I honestly just say, if you don't like it, ignore it, you know? That's my opinion. If you don't like it, just ignore it. Unless they try and force what they want on you, then that's like, yeah. You follow Leaflet, you're racist now. But I don't even watch. What the fuck? You're more racist. You follow and sub. Racist. It's okay as long as someone's more racist than I am, right? What? What is this? Stop right there, criminal scum. Nobody breaks the VTuber laws on my watch. I'm confiscating your taku. What the fuck? Now pay the fine or off to jail. I love that, actually. Silence, VTuber scum. That has to be my catchphrase now. Silence, scum. Then, yeah, they play it, pay in blood, guys. Oh, your gift subbed it? Okay, okay. We actually have a few video game things, and I may actually add some more video game talk into my, not just VTuber drama, mainly because a lot of those topics are interesting, but I don't want to go too crazy into it, because I don't want to make anything toxic. But just commenting on, like, some of the stories that are going around, not really, you know, opinion pieces per se, mainly because there's quite a few ones out there. Who's the neutral? Game corner. Hey, Shiny. Who do you count as neutral? Me? You. Guys, do I count as neutral? Am I neutral enough? Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a drink, and then we'll turn. I try sometimes, but I understand it is difficult to stay neutral in some things. Like, it is very difficult. I can't shut the fuck up. Because I feel like sometimes, like, being neutral requires a skill of shutting up sometimes, and I find that part difficult. You're under arrest. You're under arrest. Okay, I'm gonna need a drink. I'll be right back. it's funny that I have it on like a camera stand now, not like the bunny thing, because it kept falling over, and it can catch me from across the room if it's up completely. Morning, Sheb. How you going, homie? Happy birthday for yesterday. Let me move my butt. Be nicer than my nephew was. I was late 2 days to his birthday because I couldn't call his mom, and he was like, "You missed it. You missed it. You missed it." And I was like, "It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault." No. Where can I turn this off right now? Yeah, there we go. Her tweet shown in the YouTube channels I follow. Her tweet of what? Oh, the game. It was at the game again. Because she made the terrible mistake of having an opinion. Imagine. Which I find crazy because her opinion was quite reasonable, I felt. You know, it wasn't like too harsh. I thought, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Not her worst opinion tweet. Yeah, that's the thing. I thought it was quite a mild tweet. Like, she mentioned things she liked, she mentioned things she disliked. Pretty normal. But I swear, game reviews has died. That it's just all drama bait. Game reviewing is dead. I swear. It's just all baiting people in with, this is work, this is shit, this is trash. It doesn't actually tell you anything about the game. And most of them haven't even played it. That was another terrible mistake she made. She actually played the game. Unlike most of these guys. Because if you ask most of them will admit, I'm not going to play it, or I've never played it. And I find that, like, that used to be a name and shame. If you would try and review a game and you've never played it. That's like, your credentials would be gone. Woke story, but they judge it on gameplay, sorry. Which one? Silent Hill F or Ghost of Utah? Ghost of, is it Yotai? Yotai is the sequel, right? Exactly. I haven't played it, so I can't say, and I don't know the points they made with its woke, but personally, I don't give a shit. Okay, so this one I saw going around because someone was nitpicking about the cooking mechanic, weirdly, and I just found this very funny because it came up into a discussion about enjoyment in video games. Because this person is, Ghost of Yotai is a 10 out of 10. I am cooking this fish using my dual sense, moving it across the fire to cook different spots and flipping it so it does not burn. And this person's reply went around of kind of being kind of bitchy. I'm gonna be honest. Imagine being the boring and hollow of a person where you need your games to replicate the experiences you should be organically having offline, but are too chicken shit to chase. I'm a firm believer that realistic doesn't equal make a better game. Sometimes it just makes it worse. Realism is the crutch many places fall on when creativity goes to die. Like, because they like the realistic cooking mechanic. Cooking is like a real big trend in most cooking stuff. And some people really like it. I do like a more abbreviated cooking thing, but look at Monster Hunter Wild and all that. People love the cooking scenes in that. It's crazy good. And that's the thing. It is a historically based, so it is supposed to be a bit more gritty, and they're playing around with it. I will at least give them, at least they did something different. And the whole, like, oh, you should be experiencing this organically in real life instead of, like, just playing the game. Most games is about doing things you would never do in real life. Yeah, exactly. Cookie Mama, stuff like that. But, like, there's a lot of games. Are you gonna go fucking slay a dragon? Or are you gonna have to learn how to do swords and stuff 8 hours a day so you can become a knight? No, you're not going to, because you don't have time for it. Is it fun to do online? Yes. But could you technically do it in real life if you wanted to? Yeah, you could go learn how to to joust or use a sword, but are you going to work at a TCG shop? Exactly. Simulator games are some of the most popular games, and I don't think it means you're a loser because you like things. Exactly. The cooking in Pokemon and Scarlet was so horrible. They didn't even try. Yeah, peak physical condition over a fire in your life. Yeah, what a loser. I mean, people are going to review the game. They need to take a while to play and make a full review, or just play the game live on stream. Yeah, agreed. Or at least call it a first impression review. First impression. And that's why, again, I respected Kitschus. They mentioned they only had played the first 4 hours. Again, that's what you do. This is my first impression. I've only played 4 hours. There you go. A very honest review. And people freak the fuck out. Yeah. I'm tempted to buy the first one to try, but I'm not going to buy this one until I buy the second one. Buy the first one. And you guys know, unless I'm going to play it for you guys, I never pay full price. Unless I'm playing it on release day because I'm hyped, or specifically for stream, I don't play full price for games. I just bought, I bought the sequel for Final Fantasy VII. I got it for $60 because I waited for a 50% sale. And that's the thing. The last full price game I bought, I think, was Scarlet and Violet. And God, I had regrets. So, and I think this is very insulting to gamers, because the idea is, if you want to do something in game that you could do in real life makes you a non-grass touching loser, is fucking ridiculous. Because apparently if you play Stardew Valley, you're a loser. You cook in games, you're a loser. Oh, you go camping in a game, you're a loser. Like, what? Yeah, that's the thing. You can do both. So, like, some people, like, I play Stardew Valley Chef RPG. I cook in real life. I garden in real life. I just enjoy playing a game that does all those things. And the game actually inspired me to try it. It inspired me to try gardening. Yeah, most people who play sports games. I am a loser, but not because of that game. Exactly. See, there's lots of other reasons people could make fun of us, and this ain't it. But I do agree that realistic doesn't make it better. It needs to suit it, in my opinion. If it's a gritty, realistic game, sure. But realism doesn't automatically make it better, but I don't think it makes it bad either. I'm eating a cookie. It's getting into, like, summer season, so there's shortbread cookies everywhere. Fuck, I love shortbread cookies. They're amazing. Okay, where is it? I need to turn this off. Now, in mentioning of Stardew, did you saw Sweet Baby Ink saw they need to decolonize cozy games because games like Stardew Valley spread white supremacy? Links or what? How? There's usually such a variety of people in Stardew Valley in those kind of games. Most people complain they're like woke propaganda or some shit because there's usually such a variety of people. Because they're also dating sims, mixed into this, so everyone has to look different. No, I didn't know about that. Because most farming sims like that have dating mixed in, so every character has to be really different to make you want to date them. That's it. Tearing down their pressure. But I just found this really fucking funny. Because you can have your problems with the game, and I won't have a full opinion unless I play it, but I feel like some people enjoy this, and just because I don't know if I would enjoy it, doesn't mean it's bad. Not everything is for everyone. Okay, this I had to, because a lot of people's like saying Silent Hill F isn't getting any shit. People aren't being shit to Silent Hill F. But it's anti-nationalist, anti-marriage, misandrist dog shit. Silent Hill Void, Blue Bunny Cunny Archive, This is cursed. If I had to see it, you have to see it, guys. As a blue bunny, I want you to know, I fucking hate myself. I wish I could rip out my hair. My comment of Bleach. It pretty much is saying, okay, look at the emojis next to it. Silent Hill Void, no. Blue Bunny Cunny Archive, as in Blue Archive, Blue Bunny or something, yes. As in, yes. That's good, that's bad. And then I know some emojis about boobies and breast milk, I don't know. Hey Kenji, welcome in. So pretty much they're just saying, this is good, and this other thing is bad. Okay, and see, this is for the people, I don't know what video this is, and I'm curious how, like this, but people are literally saying it's anti-marriage because she doesn't want to do an arranged marriage. What fucking backwater Hickville did someone come from? To think opposing an arranged marriage is anti-marriage. What? And all the defenses I found on it, it's like, oh, if you don't like this, you must really hate Muslims too. It's like, why would... What is that? Yeah, that's the thing. Its main theme is anti-conformity because Japan has a huge conformity problem, and I find that funny. Like, they focus so much on... Sorry, I burped. The women parts of it, they're not getting the Japanese parts. Like, there's a big part of it about it. Like, about Japan as a whole and their society. Mary, Amy, Sonic is woke. It's over, guys. Sonic is woke now. But the thing is, that's going around and I'm like, what? I guess I could save the image and go try and find it. Because I'm curious what the comments are on it. Because I've seen this flow around. But I actually haven't seen the video. Image search. There we go. No, most, what do you mean? Most of their anime and media is about their dislike of the conformity culture. That's the thing. They are not happy with it. That's the thing. Most Japanese people aren't. Because it's too extreme. Because you realize liking anime goes into adulthood is against their culture. That's not conforming. Not working would be seen as against their culture. Being disabled is against their conformist culture. I'm not. Exactly. Anyone under like, I think 40 or 35 in Japan has a more problem with it. But they like parts of it, but they hate parts of it. It's escapism, exactly. Because, like, look at Zombie 100. Also, like, conformist culture is also in Japan. When you get your first job, you can never leave. You can never leave. Your first job is for life. That's why you get stuck with a black company. Because changing jobs every 5 years is not a thing in Japan. Or every 3 years. You're with them for life. So if you pick the first if the wrong company hires you, you're screwed. You're stuck with them forever. Because unless they fire you, and then you'll have a very hard time getting a new job, most places won't hire you because you're expected to stay with that company forever. You have in other places? I disagree because Japan has one of the highest suicide rates in the world. That's the thing. I love a lot of things about Japan. There's a lot of things about Japanese culture the Japanese like, but even they are aware that they don't have. It's not the happiest breeding in like modern society. Especially young men. The suicide rate in young men in Japan is really high too. Let me find this. It's been a problem for years. Very long time. That's the thing. I feel like it's a push by Western anime watchers that Japan is really happy and it's better than the West and it's better than that, but they do have their own problems, you know, like, and there's positives and there's negatives to it, you know. But the reality, if you don't fit into the standard of society, or you're unlucky, or you're poor, you're gonna have a rough time in Japan as a citizen. If you left that job, then what is to stop you from leaving us? So why would we invest in that risk? Pretty much, yeah. So it's very hard to leave jobs. That's why a lot of suicide rates is from quitting. Like, as in, they will quit by committing suicide. Like, that's how they leave the job. Because they felt they had no other way to leave without shaming everyone. And that's the thing, there's a lot of shame too. Another workplace culture that is really weird to a lot of foreigners is you don't leave until your boss leaves. Even if you don't have any work to do. This is a custom in their culture. And that is why, even though work technically ends at 5 to 6 p.m. in Japan, the average leave time for most Japanese office workers is 8 to 10 p.m. And they have some of the most unproductive work because they're there for 5 hours doing nothing. Because it's just culturally expected within the community that you don't leave until your boss leaves. Even if you have nothing to do. And that is why they are so overworked. And that's why a lot of anime is centered around overworked office workers, or why high school is the best years of your life. Because work, a lot of community stuff is really brutal like that. Because that is way to potentially get a new job. They just make your life as low living hells. Yeah, the overwork reduces productivity too, because a lot of them have long ass commutes. Because Tokyo is huge. Tokyo is humongous. But most people can't afford to live in Tokyo. So they have to live ages. I watched a documentary that followed the life of him. He went an hour out to his small apartment from there. That's not even where his wife lived. His wife lived like 3 hours out of Tokyo because that's what they could afford, etc. And he had to go by train an hour home. So he left work at like 9 p.m. He didn't get to his small apartment until 10 p.m. and he only saw his wife like once a month because they just couldn't afford it and there was no time to go home, because working Saturdays isn't uncommon either in Japan. Like, they have more of a 6-day work week than a 5-day. That's the thing. Some of it is absolutely brutal. Some of it is fun. That's why people say, like, a lot of people that have bakeries and other things have better, but the day-to-day office worker life is rough. And so is other parts of it. Like, schooling is really brutal in Japan. Like, that's how you know office work has to be brutal if high school's the best part. But their ranking system for university is rough. Like, it's really, really competitive. Yeah. Hi, Rottens. And that's the thing. Like, in Australia, if you graduate high school, you do okay. You can probably get into university. In Japan, you have to be in like the top 1% to go to university. And it costs. That is why school anime makes such a huge deal of events like the sports fest. Yeah. Found the Rev one. Oh no, I don't know if I can do double teamed like that. One sec, but I actually know a lot of this because when obviously as a little baby weeaboo, that was drawing webtoons. Of course, I wanted to be a manga artist and live in Japan like everyone in their original dream. And then I realized that Japan is rough as fuck. If you know smart or rich, me no smart or rich. So that dream died. Hey Marcy. I feel like everyone who like looked up living in Japan as a fresh weeaboo dream died. Oh, and women, yeah. I saw that like all the warnings on it, don't live on the first level because men can go through the window. Don't have men's clothes out because they'll steal your underwear and stuff. Because I thought it was just an anime, the obsession with panties. But in Japan, no, it's real. It's real. They really love panties over there, and they will steal them. See, it is not particularly more unsafe for women than other countries, because, that's everywhere. But it's just really weirdly Pacific stuff, Oh, you found the video? Okay, then I don't have the image source. Because I was about to image source. Because, like, I'm definitely not, like, one of these people like, Japan is so unsafe. I just don't think it is, like, the safest country in the world, like people think. Because you should be think of your safety in every country you go into. Like, I'd definitely be more worried if I went to China. Because, like, bro, I can't shut the fuck up. I'd be in trouble so quickly. I'm doomed. Oh, that one. The Sweet Baby. Oh, Meltdown. Okay, I'll get that one next. I'm looking... What, you meant the Silent Hill one? Is this one it? Lynx. Come on, Lynx. Give me that sweet, sweet Lynx. I wanted to find this one. We're supposed to be talking about something incels every time we... fuck off. It's incel tears. Fuck my life. Come on. Okay, Synthetic Man. At least we got a name. I can find this. Ah, I should watch Chitan. He was fun. But yeah, I looked up a lot because when I finished uni, I was going to become a teacher. And I could have got it paid for if I became an English teacher. So I looked up a lot about it because I was thinking of doing my master's in teaching.
Woogums just subscribed. Upgrading their cell. Thanks for being #1 streamer in a Erundel 10 spat.
Yay, thank you. And then I decided I'd rather be a toxic streamer than finish university. What was it? Was it Cynical Man? Oh, God. Or was it with an S? Am I fucking... Oh, Synthetic Man. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. There we go. He's more unhinged. Okay. Oh my God, it's a playthrough? What's with that clickbaity title? Hey Rons, you can't really tell because they don't have First Amendment, they can't talk about their problems. Exactly. I've seen enough that I'd be worried about getting arrested. Delph, dyslexic Delph. Stop giving me disabilities. Don't I have enough? Okay, Oh, you already saw that video, you bitch. Panty raids? Yes. I would believe that. That happened at my palm in the police came. Oh my God. Do you remember for a while I worked as a sous chef of a sous place? He said America's a lot easier to do business in. Yeah, there's a lot of expectations. I feel like too on like the way you serve people. Like it's very like traditional. Like everything is like has what's the word? Has a way of doing things. You know, Japan always has a way of doing things, and if it's not that way, it's wrong. So that can be like stressful too. See, there's a lot of amazing things about Japan, and there's some things like if you had to do it in your daily life, you'd be like, smack, smack, smack my head. Because it all seems really fun for like a once-off, and then it isn't. You know? Okay.
Feminism. Women get treated no differently than animals. There you go. You want your feminist message? 11 out of 10 game. I can't remember the last time that I've been genuinely disgusted with a video game. And that is not an exaggeration. This is not one of those cases where I just tell you, oh, another modern game sucks.
Oh, another modern... Well, this is in the sense of she's getting sold to some guy in marriage. So that is a very common, like, analogy used, is that women is cattle kind of thing in those times. Because, like, everyone knows in medieval times, women were, like, more, you know, sold, bartered. Yeah, arranged marriages were still pretty common in Japan in the 50s. But they did start going out of style in 70s and 80s. So I think this is supposed to be set in like the last, you know, hurrah of arranged marriages. But the problem is like, it's like a mixture of illegal and acceptable in community. Yeah, exactly. See, and I have the same mindset. Arranged marriages is bad no matter what part of the country it is. So I don't think it should be something.
But yes, this game does suck, but that's besides the point. That's just a dime a dozen in this era. No, Silent Hill F genuinely disgusted me. This game is some of the most overt anti-natalism, anti-marriage propaganda that I've seen in years. I think it's pretty clear that the F in the title stands for feminism. And let's forget the fact that this clearly is not
Look at her in a cute bunny. Oh, that's so cute.
not a good Silent Hill game. It's not a good game.
Who said this doesn't have waifus? Liars.
Period. The combat is like bad Dark Souls. And for some reason, there's a devil trigger from Devil May Cry in this as well. It is
Devil trigger, you say?
some of the most clunky jank combat, and not in the way that, oh, classic survival horror games had bad combat, so it's okay for this to have bad combat too. First of all,
Yeah, I was gonna say that a lot of like horror games have bad clunky combat. Feels like I'm like swallowing bricks.
that's a lie. There's nothing wrong with classic
When Japan is having a birthing crisis because it's set in the 50s. You realize not everything is about modern politics. This has nothing to do with modern politics. That is the thing. That is putting the idea of modern politics onto a game set in the 50s. Which is not the right way to think of a fictional stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that is the thing. Like, I agree with you too on that, if that's what you're trying to say, that I don't think you should put the birthing crisis of modern Japan onto this. Especially saying most people don't do arranged marriages anymore in Japan. It's not popular. This is not as much of a problem for Japan anymore. Like, most marriages are completely consensual in Japan.
survival horror gameplay, no
I'd
matter
say
how much
almost all.
revisionist history shill YouTubers tell you. There is nothing wrong with the classic Resident Evil or Silent Hill games. You can play them right now and have a good time. This combat system was genuinely infuriating. And you might be thinking to yourself, okay, so it's
yeah,
more
if they marry. Hey, Rotten. That's
Rottens _1 cheered X20.
Give those boys some time to marry, because I think it's good in general. Like, in Japan, there's no maternity leave for men either. Like, and holidays are really low, so a lot of guys can't even take the day off to go see their child being born. There's a reason you do need like rights in general, and it's not just for women. The thing is, guys need time to have kids too and have families. Like, cut them a little break here. Like.
left-wing propaganda and the combat's bad. Is it at least scary? No, it's not scary either. Half the game is brightly lit, as in the actual town segments with all the fog. Not the least bit scary, man. And even in the dream world segments, whatever you want to call the marriage allegory parts of this game, those aren't scary either, because that's where you power up to your demon form and just beat the shit out of enemies past the halfway point in the game. Even if you take away the clear propaganda angle of this game, I don't think the story is good. In fact, it's ridiculous. I'm just going to spoil the whole game right here in the intro, so you better click off the vid now if you don't want to hear it. But basically, this entire game is just a hallucination, a drug trip. A depressed chick in her 20s is reminiscing about her teenage years. She pops some pills and then goes on a murder spree at her wedding.
Isn't that most Silent Hills? Isn't it like a depressed trip? Like, most of them, like, what they're seeing is all fucked up things on their psyche, right?
Somehow, the average Japanese woman, oh, she's a little taller than average, kills a bunch of grown-ass men and women with no guns. I guess she just beats them to death. She's that badass. This game is an absolute joke, dude.
Hey, no one underestimate the crazies. There's no mythical F because it's just drugs. Well, the thing is, it is Silent Hill F, but like I was expecting it kind of be a spin-off, but yeah, I did expect it to at least have some ties in with the idea of Silent Hill.
Cannot believe there's a prominent YouTuber, and I'm not going to say who it is, but you already know. Let's just say it involves increasing your skill upward in some way. Is saying this game is like a masterpiece and the future of Silent Hill. No, this is a horrific joke of a video game. Imagine comparing marriage to chopping off your arm and slicing your face off. Oh, and your husband.
Marriage? You mean like getting forced into a marriage? Why are they saying marriage like it's the marriage is the problem? That's not the problem. The problem is they don't want to get married. They don't know this person. Like, they're being forced to marry someone. Who would want to marry someone they don't want to marry? Produce the body's governors. Like, how would you guys feel if that you randomly, a person you had no idea, and they try to, he needs something to complain about? Yeah, exactly.
Husband, he can just mind control you with his voice, by the way. I don't care if Japan in the 60s, women had no rights. This game was released under the current political climate. They knew that this is left-wing propaganda. And
How is... Oh, this guy is so fucking stupid. Oh, I know this is set in the 50s where, you know, women did have to obey their husbands, and the man is still the head of the household in Japan, but I don't care because of my political views now. Like, what the fuck does that... This guy's a fucking moron. Excuse me?
And the main writer for this is the guy who made Higurashi When They Cry, which is a pretty infamous series, and I know a lot of people like that, but just trust me, this is complete embarrassing slop. I don't care if he worked as a social worker once upon a time and witnessed a lot of abusive fathers who beat their wives and their children. This story is...
Why is he saying that like he's bored with it? Like, it doesn't matter that men beat their wives.
encouraging Japanese people not to get married or to have kids when their country...
Huh? No, they're encouraging Japanese people to decide, and I don't know, don't get forced into marriages by your parents? Huh? How does he get that from this?
His birth rate is already in the toilet and has...
Yeah, and... bring him back, and arranged marriages ain't gonna help you.
begun importing dangerous immigrants just like all the first world countries in the West. And why don't we take a moment and ask Western women how happy they are with their financial independence and sleeping around with hundreds of men in their 20s as they find themselves. Oh wait, they're the most miserable they have been in recent history. Even...
Okay. And men are as miserable as in recent history, and they have the exact same rights they've always had. I don't understand that connection. Women must crave repression because they're sad after COVID and everything. I think he fucking might be. Exactly, lots of people are sad, but for a variety of reasons. We're also more allowed to be sad. We have more time to be sad. Back in the day, you didn't have time to be sad. You were working from dusk till dawn.
Even disregarding the propaganda aspect, the story is just very poorly written.
I just don't understand the want of like, oh, we were happier in the 80s. Bro, you would be made fun of for your job right now. You would not be making any money, and your job would not be real to people in the 80s. They would call you a loser because you are not in like the standard of what jobs are. That's what I don't understand with this mentality. They pipe for a kind of society that they would not be accepted in themselves, because if he was in Japan, they would call him a loser. Like, he would not be able to get a wife, and he would be put as a low strung of society. Yeah. But you could buy a house. Thanks for the follow. Hey Yippers, thanks so much for the follow. And that's what I don't understand with this. Like, oh, we were not happy in the 80s. They just repressed their emotion and drank themselves to death. Yeah, we had way more better drugs and way harder booze to drink, guys. But that's the thing. The whole thing is choice. No one is stopping anyone who wants to go get married and have kids. There is no law stopping that. But the problem is that, really, in the grand scheme of society, a lot of people don't want to do that, and that's a problem. Like, a lot of people either don't want to have kids right now. I personally will when I have an opportunity to do so, but like, for a lot of people, that's like their worst nightmare, and that's fair. But about this game at all, but it's okay. Yeah. He's obviously rage baiting.
Hinako, the main character, look like a selfish bitch who doesn't want to grow up, was a terrible friend when she was in high school, and is just generally unlikable the more that you find out about her. I mean, even reading her journal, what she thinks of her own parents, just puts a bad taste in my mouth and removes a huge ton of the psychological horror element of this game by just spelling out a lot of the already obvious symbolism.
My point is, like, okay, who wouldn't have resentments against their father who's a drunk, beats their mum, and wants to marry her off? And yes, some kids do, pardon me, end up hating their other parent because they don't leave the other parent. You know, they don't leave, they don't stand up for their children, and they end up resenting them, not realizing they're in a similar issue. From drama about him, yeah, pretty much. I don't think he understands, like, has this guy never had an abusive situation in his life? Like, does he not understand how they... Yeah, bad parents breed resentment. And how is she ungrateful because she doesn't want to marry a random guy because her dad's a drunk? Like, let's be real. Is any of us going to marry some random dude for our parents' debt? Fuck no. No. Let's marry this guy off to a 70-year-old woman so to pay off his parents' debt and see if he'll be ungrateful then. And not, he lives it with his mom.
To the player. This is a complete joke. I don't care how quote-unquote seriously the story is told. This is basically just about a woman who doesn't want to grow up and accept responsibility because...
Grow up and accept... What is the accept responsibility? Is it responsible that you have to marry someone you don't want? And that's literally most Japanese media is about the fear of growing up. Don't most people have the fear of growing up? It's an anime everywhere that joining into a strict society breeds a lot of fear within Japanese people. Like, even men have this exact same narrative inside their work, because joining the workforce and then getting a wife is just a long road to the end of your life, because it is set up. In Japan, there is a set road you go down as a Japanese man too with your life, and that's why it is scary. It is terrifying, and that is like a common thing people explore in these kind of narratives. I would say it's not bad. It's not bad. I don't know if it's really good though. I'd just say it's not bad, but I don't know. I'm 4 minutes in, and this dude is just repeating the same point over and over again. How does he waffle on for 40 minutes? After he explained the story, it seems like the main character is kind of the villain because she killed everyone at her wedding. That is the thing. Instead of... it's about oppression, from what I'm getting. It's really about oppression. And that's what... It has multiple endings, so you can choose multiple endings. And I think one of the bad endings is when she kills everyone. So you can choose through your actions what happens here. Because I know that part from here. And the thing is here... it's about if she oppresses her emotions and just goes through the motions and like she's gonna snap. Yeah, a lot of them are locked in like that, but apparently they've released which ones are the good endings, which ones are the bad endings or something. But it's up to you, class, for high school. Exactly. Welcome in. Okay, in America, being told to do literally anything we don't want to do is an outrage, and we're a conservative culture. This isn't a right-left issue. Nobody wants to be oppressed. Exactly. That's why I find weird that they, like, this is left-wing because she doesn't want to be told what to do. Bro, that's everyone. Gotta get that ad rev. True. Bunny Ears really sold that horror aesthetic. Hey, that's an extra outfit. Why can't I get a girlfriend? Comment section. The game is set in... The disclaimer is so evil. This game is set in 1960s, contains discussion based on customs, cultures of that time. The discussion do not reflect the opinions of values of developers or any individuals involved. Ironic because this is as them framing their opinions and values as the customs and culture of that time. That's literally the opposite. Can people not fucking read? That's the point. They're saying like the opinions and stuff. This is watching this in 2.0 speed. Yeah, I blame you guys. I now watch things in 2.0, but reading's illegal. It is being promoted. Fuck off. What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Oh, this dude.
I have a simple question for you.
I'm very happy I have never come across any of these videos because I would not click on these thumbnails where it's just like clickbait, dead fetuses, slop. These incels that complain about every new game. Is there any game they actually play? No. That's the thing. That's what I want to know. Do they actually enjoy any games? Because everything is a complaint. And what I find funny, since Quick UK, these are pretty accurate releases, how much YouTubers own. He only does this for around $370 to $1,000 a month. He makes this rage bait.
I have a simple question.
That's because that is the thing. Positivity doesn't sell, and I do give that little bit of a leeway with a lot of these. Is that the reason YouTube is so negative is because of the algorithm that negativity sells. Bro, hey Era. Well, now I'm not got to go work. Good. Bye, Ozzy. Have a good day. I wanted to watch some shit to cheer us up because that was freaking terrible, bro. White supremacist cozy games. Okay, we're gonna have a palate cleanser, then we'll do that. Okay, we're getting distracted by games. We're supposed to be like doing news today, and my phone is on 8% or 6%. So right now, called Broken Reality. The whole game is vaporwave theme, beautiful aesthetic. Ooh, and music. Interesting. Why is this the 3020p or something?
Here it is. There's a handshake.
Sandwiched in there. Oh, yeah.
He's so weird. Hey, Carpenter B, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Shun.
Yes.
Can you imagine just locking yourself in a room and doing dumb shit like this all the time? Mom, I'm at work. Puts on the head.
Yes.
This is something I always think about is like, I wish Australia had like mascots for areas like Japan does. That's something I love about Japan. They put a mascot on everything. It's adorable. Did you see the hole in the wall, guys? Yeah, I need a disclaimer. I just noticed like Chitna has a little girl hat, but I always thought Chitna was a boy because they're always doing this dumb stuff.
Has appeared. There's a
feed in between.
Oh, we already saw that one. Okay, palette cleansed. Let's watch more toxic trash, I guess. Seeing we're running low on time. Mainly because Aussie. Oi. Okay, this is 11 minutes.
There are so many.
That is a palatable time. Okay, Insane Sweet Baby Inc. talks about decolonizing games attacks white people and nuclear families. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, like, nuclear families have become the jump scare word where you're just about to get yelled at. For me, like, bruh, I'm about to get fucked up right now. I do find it funny when people say that, when most people don't have a nuclear family anymore. Like, nuclear family is like la dead. It doesn't work anymore, realistically. Australian accents are so cute to me. I want to use cute nicknames for things. Yeah. Because actually, a lot of countries didn't even have it. Like, Australia never had, like, super stability to have like the nuclear family for everyone. But yes. No, okay. I thought your sisters don't have husbands though. I thought they were single mothers. Okay, yeah, she doesn't have a nuclear family because you need a husband, and they need to be the primary breadwinner, and you need to have 3 to 5 children, to be a nuclear family. Do you have? Yeah, you have to have a husband to have a nuclear family, and he has to be the primary breadwinner, and the wife has to be a homemaker to be a nuclear family, and I think you have to own a home. I think that's part of the nuclear family, right? But he has 2 kids with his girlfriend. F's in the chat. Yeah, there is actually like standard of a nuclear family, from my understanding. I don't know it all though. Own the home in the suburbs, yeah, and have a mid-day salary. A middle class salary is a nuclear. Yeah, it's about a nuclear family usually has like 3 to 5 kids. Wife is a housewife. Husband works on the average wage, or whatever it is in your country, and yeah, a nuclear family. And 4 wives, what are you doing with your lives? Hey, yours truly, Johnny Walker, man, homie. Hey, and sweet. Okay, we're gonna do the insane sweet baby eek. So yeah. Also, all the children have to be the husbands, guys. So if your sisters or your brothers have like multiple baby mamas or baby daddies, or are divorced, at some point, they are not a nuclear family either. Technically, owns a farm and she gets paid by the government for having oil rigs on her land. Ooh. An average family don't work anymore. Yeah, exactly. That's why it's dead. That's why the nuclear family is dead, because I think it's like 60% of women to 70% of women work, and 40% of mothers, 45% of mothers work or something. And that goes up after the kid is 6. In-law was a nuclear engineer in the military. he is quite literally the beginning of nuclear. Okay. Just a child with a working husband, stay-at-home mom, owns a house. So I thought the nuclear family had to have a replenishment rate. Before we start this, let me look it up. I'm curious, because I thought it had something to also do with the replenishment rate. Oh, how many kids you had to have to replenish, like society or some shit? Or maybe I'm just thinking of something else. I've accidentally opened up something. Okay, let me look this up. I'm curious now. Get out of here. Get out of here, illustrator. A nuclear family is a household unit composed of 2 parents and their children. This family structure is contrasted. Okay, so it must have 2 parents. Okay, extended families or single, with larger extended families or single parent families. So if you have a lot of extended family that is used in your nuclear family, okay. So if you have a different household, like as in your grandmother lives with you and does like babysitting, that's not part of nuclear or something, I guess. I don't know, and that part confuses me a little. Self-contained unit for providing emotional, financial, and social support. Okay, so you are a self-contained unit. You do not use your other family members for money or emotional support. You don't have a wife and kids, and you don't have a dad. Sorry. Supports with while historically promoted as a universal and basic family form, the nuclear family is a relatively recent development, particularly with isolation of families that occurred after the Industrial Revolution. Yeah, so, okay. Oh, I got a head pat redeem from Emma. That's the only redeem I have here. 2 parents and children. Their core members are a pair of adults and their socially recognized children. Single residents. These family members typically reside in the same home. Self-contained unit. The family functions as a relatively independent unit managing its own resources and expenses. So to be a nuclear family, you cannot rely financially on other family members. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Okay, interesting. Extended families is a distinct from extended families which involve other relatives like grandparents, aunts, and uncles living together or cooperating closely. Okay. No, not really, because socialism requires community to work. But nuclear family rejects community to raise your children. As in, you don't use the community or family. As in, grandparents babysitting your kids, that's not nuclear family. Your grandparents, you living with your family, not nuclear family. If that makes sense. Like, your sister's living with you and, you know, while you pay rent on your home, that's not nuclear family because they're not financially independent. I guess. That's what I'm getting from it anyway. Yeah, sorry, that's interesting. I didn't know some of those stipulations. I thought it had more to do with family size and just 2 parents, not the other stuff. Especially in the US, is distantly anti-socialist. Yeah, probably because America was always very anti-socialist, anti-communist, right? I guess that makes sense. Okay, let's do this video before I run out of power.
Lunatics within the video game industry that it's not even shocking when we hear about these people using gaming as a vessel to push propaganda, and now we're hearing that apparently there was a Sweet Baby Inc. talk at the Game Devs of Color Expo, and they talk about decolonizing cozy games.
Oh, wait a minute. So they've been more careful about scrubbing recordings lately, but this topic looks hilarious. Okay, so this is a, maybe it happened. So from the look of it, we got a second person who's commenting saying this happened, but we don't actually have any proof, so I'll give it a little bit of skepticism in here, like a 50-50, because we don't actually have... Oh, they do show some clips, but I'll stay skeptical until we see clips, okay? Because, you know, once you see something from a second person's point of view...
I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, there is nothing that people working at Sweet Baby Inc. or Black Girl Gamers or similar narrative consultancy groups could do that would shock me at this point, and it might still make me visibly cringe, but this is to be expected by these individuals. Now, Master of the TDS and Writing Raven had posted a thread on this, and it says that it was a talk on decolonizing cozy games, which, first of all, what the hell does that even mean? It says, what's so cozy about doing chores when you're at the center of the universe? Tristan J. Tarwater will...
They already don't understand what's cozy about that. Okay, thanks, Cactus, for the follow. The cozy thing is there's no pressure. You don't go hungry. You don't have a job to do while you do these cozy chores. The thing is, you do it at your leisure, and you pick the chores you like the most, you know what I mean? Like, that's the cozy part, because, you know, doing your chores after work is stressy, but having a day where you don't have work and you can chillly doing your chores, bake some bread, or go to the store, that's chill. Like, it's just a difference of attitude.
Delve into cozy games and how they uphold values of colonialism in their mechanics and narrative. This has been such a funny complaint that I've seen so much over the past couple of months, where people will take a cozy game and they will say this is a tool of the patriarchy. There are a lot of feminists who do that because you are...
I hate anyone that tries to take something and just automatically, this is a tool of the patriarchy, or this is a tool of the wokes, and it's just like, I hate both equally. It's just like, ugh, smash. It's like, shut up, just play the game.
Expected to play as a character, and in a lot of cases, right, if you're a female and you're playing a cozy game, you're probably gonna choose a female character, and you're forced to take on responsibilities and take care of like a farm or a garden, and all you're doing is working. And it's like they want to equate that to being like a wage slave game because, oh, you're just
I do find that funny, that connection, the wage slave, because the whole point of the cozy games is you own your own things. You own your own farm. You own your own house. You own your own restaurant or something. Like, you literally are your own boss. The actual immersion, if you actually play those games, is that you've escaped the wage slave or your office job or whatever it is. It's a bit of an escapism into, you know, something you're doing for yourself, making money for yourself.
completing all these tasks to get money to live, and it really
We are nothing
bothers
but debt.
people. Now, it's okay if you don't like cozy games, but what is the point to play a game if there's absolutely no goal? They shouldn't just give you everything. If you want everything given to you, play something like Minecraft Creative Mode, where you can get everything at the snap of a finger. Otherwise, you're supposed to get excited for having something to work towards in a game.
Imagine goals and achievements in games are fun. Kids, who would have imagined, right? People need to go back to simpler games, I swear. PS2 era will rise again.
If you don't want that, find a different game. More than just being about vibes, cozy games project an idea of what is safe and rewarding for players, and often promotes values of capitalism by rewarding individualism and consumption. What makes them satisfying for many can also make things uncomfortable for marginalized people. No one's forcing marginalized people to play these games.
Goals are the patriarchy. Goals are capitalism. I do hate the whole thing of like everything capitalism is bad. Like, no, like most things, it's only when it's out of control something is bad. You know, things in extremes are bad. Capitalism in itself isn't bad. It's when people take advantage of capitalism for evil, it can be bad. That's the point. Like,
games. If you're complaining about the fact that a game is giving you a reward for doing a quest, you're not a fucking gamer, that's for sure. By exploring and questioning the definitions and values of cozy games and colonialism, we can make cozy games even cozier. So you're saying you want to make cozy games great again? I'm sorry, I just have to trigger these people. Now, apparently, Tristan J. Tarwater of Sweet Babying gave this talk. Here's what Sweet Babying people are teaching about cozy games. Now, before I had even seen this, I said to myself, they are going to talk about something like Tales of the Shire, which I did stream once on the channel. I could not stomach playing more. It was absolutely horrific. And yes, this is actually one of the games that they use as a example of games to check out. They have Fields of Mystery, a salty...
I am curious if Tales of the Shire is as bad as some people say it is. But I like hobbits, so I'm biased.
Chronicles, Tales of the Shire, and Wander Slop. So, all just absolutely horrendous games. Though they're saying farming families and even the Four Seasons are framed as colonial baggage. One slide literally says there are...
I'm curious just to try it for a compilation video on YouTube, just to see if it's if it's good or bad.
So many white people. And it's funny to me that, yes, they also say a game like Tales of...
Well, I haven't played any of those, so I can't say if they're any good.
The Shire is stunning and brave when that's a game that Sweet Baby Inc. worked on. These people are fucking grifters. They try to convince normies that there is a problem in the video game industry, and they try to convince companies that there's a problem in the video game industry just so they can sell their services and make money. These people do not care about our entertainment. They care about using video games as a vessel for propaganda, and that is in they are cultural Marxists, and we should not trust them any time.
Okay, now they've lost me. They're speaking political speak to me. Go back to the gamer speak. I don't care about this.
It says, often framed as an undoing of colonial influences and structures, it is also a creative process of imagining what cultures would look like if not disrupted by the exploitation of colonialism. It says that, of course, colonialism in cozy games where, one, so many white people.
Okay, I've already played a few, but there's usually a mixed bag of people, you know? It's not my fault all white people look the same to them. Hey, Connor, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Have competition. Monopolies don't. Exactly.
There are so many games now where you get to create your own character and pick outfits for them and pick skin colors for them and really just customize them. And if you're sitting here saying that there's so many white people and that's the best you can come up with for your argument, you're just racist. And yes, you can be racist against...
I feel like this is a PowerPoint made on someone who, like, on the last day.
It's to white people.
And they're like, I didn't know what I was doing.
Outside individual who saves the day. Another shining example of the fact that they're not gamers, because gamers don't even know what the word outside means. The land is there for the taking. Corn and wheat make number.
That's kind of a problem, because that's like a stereotype beginning of most games, is that you are the new person in town, you are etc. Because you had to start from nothing. Like most environment involved games are like that, because the thing is, you have to come up with an explanation of why you don't have anything. If not, you know, it's like, why don't I own a home? Shut up, poor. Shut up. Stop asking questions.
Go up. They didn't even add an S there. They're that lazy and that bad at grammar. Nuclear family and 2-gen family. A nuclear family is not a bad thing to show in a game. Depicting a nuclear family is what the majority of human beings want to see.
I don't know about that. I don't care. But I would say having kids in these things are not the most common. Like, having actually a family is not the most common in cozy games. Because, you know, you have to put in extra interactions and you have to make it possible, or an adoption fist. You know, a lot of them don't do it. So I find that funny. That's a complaint when it's not the most common. Usually you're by yourself and maybe you get a partner. Yeah, and when you get married, you get a partner, but you don't usually have a family or kids and stuff. That's like something they've gone out of their way to do. Yeah, Sims you can do that. But Sims, like, that's a choice game. And that's the thing, you can choose to do this or not. And that's why I don't get it. Like, why do you hate something that's just a choice, a personal choice?
Their titles. And sure, you can sit here and say, well, there should be options for everybody, but you should not force people to have to accept an LGBTQ plus IAXYZ relationship in a game, because that's not what the majority of people are going to want to see. It's just that simple. Monochronic
I don't care as long if it's a side character, but I don't like in these games when the whole point is choice, is to be forced to do certain things. Like, if I want to be a girl, I want to be a boy, I want to date whoever I want. Or I hate when the games try and force me to date someone. It's like, I'm not interested in any of these plebs. I'm just in my farming. Like, one game I'm playing, Chef RPGs, I'm waiting for the romance of the rival to become available, because that's who I want. And I refuse, no matter how much harassment this game is giving me, to date anyone else until my rival in chefing becomes available to me. And that's the thing, like, so I get that. I don't care whose side romances together or whatever, but, like, if the whole point I get to choose as my character, I should be able to choose. This is that's what my opinion is. Just everything should be allowed to, or let it be optional, yeah.
Structures, 4 seasons, Gregorian calendar. Oh my god, they're even complaining about calendar systems now. Conveniently ancient civilizations. They say straight up racism, which is funny that is the final point on this list, when the first point on their list is it's okay to be racist. And it says spirituality is silly. Now, they don't expand upon this spirituality is silly angle that I personally have.
I see a lot of, like, use. Usually you have, like, different characters with different beliefs in the shows. Like one of the ones I'm playing, you literally have someone who, like, uses a crystal ball for stuff and believes in crystal power or some shit. And then you got a vegan over there, and then you got a drunk over there, and then you got the butcher who really likes meat. Like, there's usually tons of different people. I would say the cozy games are some of the most diverse, like, different kinds of people you're gonna find. Like, you're gonna find, because that's the fun part of them. You want very, like, character-driven characters in the cozy games. How's your day? It's okay. It's hot as balls here, Reaper.
I've seen, but that is absolutely horrific if that is what they're talking about in regards to religion. Saying religion is silly, that's not, of course, a popular take either. Now, again, it's perfectly fine if you yourself are not religious, and that is not a selling point for a video game for you, but to say spirituality is silly is just insane. It says, how can we decolonize cozy games?
Yeah, I do find that weird, the like not wanting spirituality when there is many different forms of spirituality and they can be used in interesting ways in your story.
I think it's funny because really what they need to just put is buy our services. We can start the process of decolonizing and practicing decolonility. I think that's how you say it, by questioning ourselves and
that's a word.
Those we trust around us. What does safety mean for the audience we're trying to reach? You're trying to reach an audience that doesn't exist, sister. You are sitting here trying to get the modern audience to buy your games when that audience doesn't exist because the raging leftists are not gamers.
Okay, that idea that a modern audience doesn't play games doesn't make any sense. I don't agree with that, and the idea that leftists or whatever, making everything left or right, don't play games also isn't real. But the thing is, people don't care about. They don't care about this stuff. If you're left, right, or modern or whatever, they don't care about this crap. They care if the game is good, and they're not gonna buy a piece of crap no matter what infinite it is. I don't know what reload it is, so there are old campaigns against gamers. Like, that's the thing, like, the idea that only conservative people are gamers or something is a weird stance to have. I personally just think people will play good games. That is the thing. If anything, I think most gamers are very neutral. Audience means the people who are on Twitter complaining about these things she is talking about, they don't buy these games. Yeah. But that's the thing, that's not what the modern audience is. That is a very specific perception of what of people. That is not what a modern audience is. The modern audience would be, you know, Gen Alpha, I guess? Because Z Alpha and stuff would be your most modern audience. The Afrocentrist stealing from museums. Oh, I did see a trailer for that. But as I said, if it's not a good game, no one's going to buy it, no matter your political point of view. That is the problem. If it's not a game people want, or it looks like ass, and that's the thing. It's not that they don't play video games. It's that no one wants to play trash.
And they do not buy these types of games. What mechanics rewards cultural touchstones?
But yeah, definitely, there's tons of gamers at all spectrum, but that's what I would class as like the modern, right? Because I don't think millennials would count in the modern audience, right?
Character archetypes will we implement and that will resonate with them? What is the relationship of the player character to the NPC community, and how can we handle this mechanically and narratively? How many generations of people are present at any time? How is time measured, and how does this play out mechanically and narratively? And again, I think that it's so funny that they talk about the
I don't know, they may want to brainwash people, but honestly, from reading how lazy this is, I just think they want to make money from doing nothing. You know, throwing a bunch of like marketing words around and it's like, now give me money. Because this is so lazily done too, so that just is like, feels like a grift to me.
Calendar system, when now they're saying that basically you just need to create an entirely new system, which is just so hilarious. And of course, they are getting absolutely raked across the coals for this, and rightfully so, because this is just an insane take to have. And it's crazy to me that at a Devs of Color Expo, this is what they're sitting here saying, that it's okay to be racist against white people, that we need to decolonize games, spirituality is silly, and they're just basically trying to convince everybody that the video game industry is evil and it needs to be changed drastically. Yeah, there are other people.
Yeah, that's the thing. My mind just like alerts into grifting territory where they want to get paid for talk and drivel.
Pointing out spirituality.
That game was just shit. To be fair, that's the thing with me, with a lot of them, is a lot of the games people mentioned, they were just dog shit all around. Nothing could save most of the games.
Is silly. Unfortunately, we can only speculate. Sweet Baby Ink Talks have been locked behind paywalls and exclusive watch parties lately, and that's because they know that every single post they make, every single video they put up, and every single live stream that they do is scrutinized. this is pretty ignorant of her. Tons of Native Americans practice agriculture on an industrial scale in North America. It's just that by the time European settlers arrived, 90% had been wiped out by disease and they were living in the post-apocalypse. People pointing and laughing. Agriculture was a white invention. I could have sworn it started in the Middle East around 10,000 BC. Yeah, but these people don't know history. These people don't know the truth. They're just pushing fucking lies. They are literally colonizing our games. They are pushing their way into everything and demand.
I do agree with that, a lot of these point of views, because I've seen a lot of people fight for and against racism, and a lot of people are dumb. A lot of people don't have like a idea of history, and I know a lot of people are gonna roast me for this, but some ideas on this, especially these political climate debates, is a very American centric, as in a lot of the problems and a lot of the debates are America only kind of topics. Like, a lot of people don't like know some of these things. Yeah. No, worst of all. Yeah, because like I don't want to go into more on that, but it's just a lot of these things a lot of people already know, but for some reason it's still a debate in America, and I don't understand why.
All these changes. Irony is an overused word, but here it really fits. How is Sweet Babying still getting paid by game studios? I thought they would have gone bankrupt by now. They hate America. They hate Americans. It's literally that simple. And I think that it does boil down to this. They hate everybody who is not them, and they hate everybody who they deem as evil. But I guess technically it's also themselves too, because they are in most cases Americans. Tales of the Shire of...
Welcome to the problem with when you go, I'm right, or I'm left, or I'm whatever, and use it as your whole personality, you just end up hating everyone that isn't you.
Course,
and that's the problem here too.
White men now own the weather and the 4 seasons. Time to celebrate, boys. We truly conquered it all. So I'll be keeping my...
That's what I find funny. If you actually go to in real life, not online crap of this about like feminism and talking about history, they bring up the fact about how men aren't responsible for all these things. It's a mixed bag. They bring up women in history and all these other things. So if you're like really actually progressive, like in touching grass, blaming all these things on like agriculture on white men is so funny to me, because if you actually went to one, they would talk about how agriculture derived from many different places, because that's what actual progressive is about, you know, historical accuracy of what is actually true, you know? No, I'm not agreeing. Well, I'm agreeing with parts of what she says. I don't agree with everything she says. That's literally my cup of tea at this point. But I agree with that point, is that this is, again... exactly! Again, that they're misusing information for their own point of view. But this is not just this problem. This is a chronically online problem, I swear to God. What's it? Keyboard warring activists. You know, it's when someone's just for show activist. Doesn't matter what they're activating for, but when people do this, where they're just like for show activists for the kudos, it always turns into this every fucking time.
Eye out for this talk to see if there are any other stills that go up, or if the entire thing is even posted online. But it seems that they are trying their best.
I don't have any information on that. Also, so much of farming was pushed by the want for beer. I have no information. I have no proof on that, but I am willing to feel it's real because it feels like something humans would do. That is one thing I'm willing to just put on a feeling.
To hide the absolutely vile things that they are saying, and they think that they are going to be protected in this industry, but that definitely isn't the case. But they're basically just sitting here saying there's all these problems, and ultimately Sweet Baby Inc. will save you.
But how, guys? That's what I hate, a lot of these grifty bullshit. Like, here's all your problems. You're supposed to say how you fix them. That is like literally the basis of a business proposal, because they're proposing business with these people. So where is the solution? What are you selling? They're telling us everything's wrong, but where is the solution?
And if you hire this company, they'll make your game better, when really all they will do is make it so your game doesn't sell. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this important and informative, make sure to give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.
Exactly. If you're going to complain, especially if you're going to be charging people for your complaining, you should have a solution, you know?
There are so many lunatics within the video game industry that it's not even
Pause.
shocking when we hear about...
Pause. Okay. She made some good points in there. I'll give her that. I have watched one of hers before, so I haven't gone back to hers in the past, but she made some good points, and I feel like she was fair enough on this, especially how terribly they were written on this. What I expected. I did expect, like, most of the time people talk on this, they get way angry about it. So, fair. Some fair criticisms into this, because I do have a lot of criticisms into this. Next to, I don't really feel like these companies, especially in modern times, I feel are super necessary. Like, I feel games can very naturally be progressive enough through their storytelling. I really don't feel they need a company telling them what to do like this, or where something is not good enough. Like, I feel through building their stories, and sometimes failing to be modern enough, can make an interesting story point. So I feel like artists should be allowed to be artists, you know what I mean? And if a game is too horrible because it's not woke enough, people are gonna see it anyway. Like, I don't really feel it has a place, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't think it's helpful to producing better or more inclusive games, realistically. That's okay. You added the most important point. Beer was the reason the world was created. Is from okay, is down today. History is good to remember that the present is what matters. Yeah. But never forget the past to an extent, or you would be doomed to repeat your failures, or some shit, I don't know. Something, Sun Tzu, Art of War. Also, some really bad ones that think are just the mirror opposite of who she's talking about. Yeah, exactly. That's what I think. I would say, like, some games that are, like, overly racist also think because they're ass. That is the thing. Some games are just ass. No matter how non-woke or woke you make it, you can't fit it 'cause it's ass. Exactly. I have the same problem with AAA systems, how it's too based around money and management that isn't in games. And I would say that's a huge problem with the industry at the moment, is that a lot of the people who are managing big gaming projects are just business people. They are not game developers. And I do think that's partly why we get overbloated budgets with absolutely ass games. And because there is a huge difference when you look at the way they made games, PS2, PS3 era, PS1, to how they make them now. And that's the thing, they hire Sweet Baby Inc., but that is also a management issue. And honestly, Sweet Baby Inc. doesn't have that many clients, realistically. But the reason they hire out to some random person to tell them what people want in games is because they don't know what people want in games. Because they don't play games. And they have like 6 heads of development or some shit, all fighting amongst themselves, and that's the real problem. The problem is people who are hiring them because they don't have any creative vision for their work. They want to pay someone to tell them what to put in their games so they can make money. Yeah, exactly. The publishers, because a lot of publishers don't know what the fuck they're doing. Sure, exactly. I do think 6 small studios is the future again. Like, I do think gaming becoming huge and the companies becoming overbloated has made games worse. And now that it's getting a lot easier to put games around, I do think we will find most of our major entertainment from medium-sized studios. But the problem is, as all things good with time, those medium studios will become large studios and the problem will repeat themselves because that's how it works. A small studio. Yeah, companies reply on constantly firms which exist to tell companies how to reach a goal. Exactly, and that's what the thing is. These firms come up for a very niche job that has a very small, like, work, but they get paid through the nose for it. because those firms need consulting firms. It's like why freelancers do get paid more, is because they are, a lot of these companies rely on them to do the jobs they don't want to hire a team to do. Are best. China and Japan are also pretty good at keeping politics out of games. I disagree on that. They're just not your politics. That's the thing. China and Japan put politics in games. They're just not recognizable to you because you are not Chinese or Japanese. And that is the thing, because as you notice with F and some other ones, there is a lot of Japanese stuff with a lot of political talks in it. You just don't recognize them because they're not yours. And that's the thing. To be experts. And I do think they are good at putting in their politics in a way that is less invasive than the uncreative drivel we get. Yeah, true. There's a lot of Korean content too that is anti-Japanese. Even if you notice it. Okay. Japan's also anti-China. If you notice in Japanese anime in games, when they show a Chinese person, they're a very fucked up caricature of an ugly Chinese person because Japan hates China. Like, it's just stuff like that. Like, there is politics in there. We just don't recognize them all. And that's why we find it interesting, because it's completely different culture we don't understand. Hey, Praised. Hey, Praise, welcome in. I don't know if Steak is Republican or a Democrat. That's because everywhere else in the world doesn't that. But I would say Metal Gear Solid is pretty. Isn't it based on politics in the army? Like games nerfed American equipment. I'm looking at you, modern Delta. It's just business guide delivers its message subtly. Exactly. That's why I'm not averse to a message. I'm adverse to a badly written message. Like, I like main characters. I hate when they write me a hunk of junk. You know what I mean? It's the same when I get, like, a main character and he's bland as pecans. Like, just, bro. It's got a political aspect of the truth, but it's not about selling a political message. Exactly. I don't think you need to, like, completely go, there is no political stuff in a game. The idea is that the message is well written, subtle, and gives you room to think. And that's what I feel older games used to give. It gave you a lot more room to think and ruminate on ideas. And it's the same thing I'd say is the problem with movies at the moment. They are trying to shove it down your throat instead of leaving you time to think. Korea, they would say Japanese people are deviants. Yeah. To be fair, I get why Korea are mad at them. So, like, I want to defend Japan. I would be mad too. Like, fair. Have you seen those memes about, like, Korea going, Japan, it's okay, you can admit what went wrong. The war was so long ago. We'll forgive you. And Japan just eyes separate. Nothing happened. Nothing happened during the war. It wasn't real. So it's like, at least they can laugh about it. Japan did some fucked up shit. Yeah. Yep, heavy-handed, exactly. And I think this connects to what I complain about more, that modern game companies and modern movie companies think the average watcher, especially in the West, is fucking stupid. And that is the problem. That's why it like, there has been discussions about it, about why movies and everything is so much more dumbed down recently. And it is because companies want every movie applicable to everyone. And the problem is that means they think you're stupid. Dude, I'm politics gaming. I want to escape, not on the fictional politics in the world of the game. Well, that's the problem. If you want do you only want American politics out of it, or do you want Japanese politics out of their games? Do you want Chinese politics out of their games? Do you want Australian politics out of their stuff? Like, do you want every kind of politics out of their stuff? Or do you just want politics you recognize out of stuff? Japanese, Chinese, Korea history is just a long series of conflict, yeah. Very true. Anyone too close to each other gets that. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of RPGs are about politics, yes. Oh no, Aussie politics. What, you don't want to talk about a prime minister that shot himself in a McDonald's? I think that would make a lovely game. Care about exactly, bro. Same. Same. I don't mind like general political messages. That's why I don't care if I get Japanese or Chinese politics in there. But I just don't care about the modern discussion on it. It's so fucking stupid. So you don't want politics that demonizes you, your beliefs. Is that what you mean? Because I'm assuming you don't have a problem with stuff that demonizes the left or something like that. That's my point. That's my point there. Do you mean all? So you can no longer... But that's the thing. There is tons of media that makes fun of left, wokies, hippies, etc. Should we take all those out too? You can no longer make fun of left-wing people. You can no longer make fun of right-wing people. Like, that is kind of the problem. When you take it all away, there's not much left. So, but that's the thing. Everything is an escapism. You can't escape everything. That's the problem. Not everything is an escapism, and that's the thing. There are some things that are an escapism, but like not everything is. And that's my main thought process. It's impossible to remove everything, but I think there is a good way of balance, you know? Because I love good dirty hippie jokes. I like bogan jokes. And the thing is, realistically, bogan jokes are making fun of the poor. But the thing is, there's a good way to do it, and there's a bad way to do it. There's a ham-fisted way, and I do feel comedy should get a lot more leeway. I'm sensing a horseshoe theory energy from you, and I love it. It's just a rare breathing. Yeah, that's the thing. I guess that is the horseshoe theory. I am a filthy centrist, guys. I'm a filthy centrist. I do say it all the time. There are some things I do believe in, but I just don't believe you can truly like sterilize something to your side only. It's impossible. And that's just my point to think about, is that you cannot sterilize something to your own beliefs, because everyone has different beliefs. But no, he's saying I am a centrist and a horseshoe theory. It's like kind of, but Indonesia, you can be arrested for making political jokes about local politics. Ooh, brutal. I heard Indonesia is pretty rough, especially now. Like, you can't travel to Indonesia unless you're married, right? Whoo, hate Skiff, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Delinquents. But, okay. The main point there is that it's impossible to completely scrub it all out. You can't do the whole, it's all or nothing kind of approach. It's far more realistic to try and think of something, a middle ground to go on, you know what I mean? Because people are going to make fun of the left, people are going to make fun of the right. That's just life. You know? People are going to make fun of hillbilly Australians. People are going to make fun of Americans. And that's just, you know, life. Can get you in trouble for minor things, exactly. It's time to goon. Yet the more total of the beliefs, same for both sides. Centrists are at its lowest, yeah. That's the thing, I'm just saying I'm a filthy fence sitter on a lot of things. I do believe in, like, individual choice. Is that a way? Like, I do believe in that a lot. I do agree on censorship, and no propaganda shouldn't be added in the games. Yes. Well, that's the thing. That's when you have to decide who gets to decide it's propaganda, because that means you can't have any pro-right and you can't have any pro-left, because that means that's propaganda. So that means to censor all pro-left and pro-right, to put that in without bias. That is the problem. If you actually try and think of how to put these things in without bias, it's actually very difficult. Minecraft, yeah. I like the fence. Do you know about that September riot, mate? No. Wait, was that the one where they had people doing Nazi salutes? It's pro-steak. Yeah, and that's my main point. It's not that I want propaganda, it's that there's so much propaganda realistically in things and to many different points of view, it's very hard to actually... You'd have to censor a lot of crap, pretty much. Has to create a narrative to deceive people. And that's the thing. Okay, we learned this in the marketing classes in school. Most things are made with a narrative to get you to do something. Either buy their game, buy something, or believe a point of view they're trying to sell you. That is kind of the thing. Like, and so much can be used as propaganda, it's insane. Indonesia. Oh, that one. No, I did not see that. That was not on our news. The point of view, and it's not selling me. Yeah, and that's completely fine, but that's my point. But you can't go, oh, I want this censored. They cannot talk about this point of view because I think it's propaganda, because it's pro something I don't want. That can't be working. Yeah. It's like how they made it seem like carrots were the reason we could see our aircraft in dark to hide radar technology. Yes, or they changed that milk and dairy is like the top of the food group, even though it's not as important as grains and proteins and stuff, because they wanted to sell it, etc. You know, everything is cut. Technically, it can be used as a kind of propaganda when it takes an authoritarian nature. I do agree with that, and that's the thing. That's just something to keep in mind. Is when you try and do all or nothing approach, it's very hard to implement. That then establish alone make nothing co-oping other things. But that's the thing. That's what they wanted to do. That is the thing. I think that the problem there is the idea that some artists have these point of views. Like some of them actually do. Like you have a problem with a lot of the things that Sweet Baby Inc. did, but a lot of them were original names. You know, like a lot of them were original franchises. And that's the thing. So it means that's a counterpoint to that. Because you don't want those games to be made either. Everyone, but I won't make fun of soldiers. See, we all got to have our lines. And that's my point. Like, when you, like, talk about things, you have to think about, are you reasonable? Are you being reasonable? And would you accept if other people said the same thing to you? Like, no new franchises can have Christians in it. No old franchises can mention Christianity because they think it's propaganda to turn people Christians. Imagine if they said that. You have to like think about it in that way, and that's when you end up a filthy fence sitter like me. like Marvel movies and comics are very different. Very true. There's like 50 different kinds of like lore in Marvel. It's insane. Most parliamentary countries become pretty centrist out of necessity so that they can form coalition and make it ultra polarized. Yet that is the thing. That's why it's the same with politics and in your country and stuff. It's the same when you have a household. You try and find a good middle ground at all times because it's impossible to please everyone. It's just impossible. A lot of people seem to skip that thinking part of this. Yeah. That is the thing, is they have to realize that I think a lot of people have the idea that their viewpoint is the majority, but no, at best your viewpoint is probably going to be 50%. That is the thing. So that's something in mind. But okay, guys, I have to go. It's getting late. I have to water the garden and stuff like that, and my phone's going flat. So I'm going to land it there, but I'm going to end you with a really bad brain to this. Yeah, and that is the thing. Like, just keep in mind, like, with that. Personally, I think if you're anti-censorship, you should not want anything to be censored. Like, kind of thing. I am a middle grounder, as per usual, as in I believe some things need to be censored and some things, and other things you don't. I'm a filthy fence center again. Again, we need a line somewhere. Hey, Gilbert, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Dull Linguins. Some things I don't want to claim to be centrist, often tend to learn more right-wing-esque, but that's just me. Yeah, personally, I do agree. A lot of people, like, I would agree that even though I do think I'm more center, I lean left. I would definitely, because I guess I'm progressive. As in, I don't really care. Like, I don't care what people do realistically, as long as people are consenting and happy. Yeah, fences are comfy. You can sit on them. Exactly. Okay, guys, I'll catch you tomorrow. We should have a collab tomorrow, I think, like with Luca. I have something scheduled for that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, most likely, unless something goes wrong. I had fun discussing stuff in the videos. We didn't get into enough of the cases here, but I will have a video out tomorrow, hopefully, on one of the topics. Here, we ended up getting really derailed into the... No way, we got derailed. That's insane. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye. Have a good night.